Don't use the phone if you can't handle it. I brought a Star Trek phone.
Means we're real nerds now.
NCC 1701, USS Enterprise. Flagship of the United Federation of Planets. First captain was Captain Pike. Pike, and then he gets all fucked up, so Kirk takes over.
You know what else took over?
What?
Welcome to Just Your Average Podcast.
Welcome to
Chad.
Just
That's also
That's
a shitty
Chris,
fucking intro.
And that's Chris.
You have to keep
That's
the first
Chris.
intro so
Hey,
I can
guys.
call it out.
Sick. I got a surprise for you. I wrote a script. I wrote a lot of scripts. I wrote a script for Chad, and I wrote a script for Chris. We're gonna read this fucking blind. Don't read it. Don't read it until I tell you to. Don't read it. Don't read it.
No,
We're going.
I'm more-
It's a cold read.
Shut your whore mouth. What?
Oh, it's called Zwei Junge und der Mann.
Oh, this is.
I'm gonna do.
You have to cut all this out now.
No, that's just German, man. It stands for two youths and a man.
Now who's being
I'm
racist?
gonna do all the narration. So anything in parentheses is narration. That's stage direction, all that stuff. Act out what I tell you to act out. You guys ready? Ready for the cold read?
Fuck me.
I highlighted the parts you are. However, on the bottom of the first page, I put Chad twice. It's supposed to be Chad, then Chris. Don't read it. Okay.
Why am I already?
All right, ready?
I'm already so fucking worried. If this is like decent, you have to put it as a separate video now.
Okay, ready? Fade in. Chad and Chris are sitting at the podcast table. Their blank, expressionless faces stare into the endless void that is their lives.
Where's from Chris?
Chris is here. Chris is sitting here at the table.
No other Chris. The one with the hair and the smile.
Chris pulls at his hair.
But.
He struggles to comprehend. The door flies open. A man slowly walks down the stairs.
Oh no!
God, is that you? I repent! I repent!
Chad bites his lip as his pants fill with shit.
Uh-oh.
I have sinned before, O you Almighty God. Purge my flesh with fire and make me righteous again.
Shit now overflowing from his pants.
Alright.
Drunk Chris joins the two heroes. Hey guys, it's me, not our most holy Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Praises be upon him.
Wait, you're not God?
What the fuck?
No.
Pull yourselves together, boys.
I'm a sinner.
I'm blind now. I no longer can see. Everything is dark. Fear has claimed my heart.
I was afraid this was gonna happen. Pulls a Smith & Wesson Model 19 from his trousers.
We must retake the Holy Land. We must seize Jerusalem.
Goku.
Chris places the barrel directly to Chad's forehead. I'm sorry, old friend.
Sanctuary.
Draws a consecrating dagger from his sleeve. Thou art with God now. Read it.
John 15:18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Drives his blade deeply into the soft tissue of Chris's throat. May God have mercy on his soul. Fade to black.
And welcome to Just Your Average Podcast. That entire bit is going to go up as its own video, but holy shit, that was actually pretty funny.
I wrote it in like 2 minutes on a whim.
Dude, that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Why does everything I said be murder?
And you shit yourself the whole time?
Hopefully you get to watch it. Honestly, if we could probably edit that out.
We could add that out, yeah. I used to do that all the time just for fun. We just write little dumb scripts like that and then you just read them to myself and laugh.
Anyway, welcome to Just Your Average Podcast. This is Drunk Chris.
Drunk
That's
Chris. I brought a Klingon mug too.
Because he's such a nerd.
Trekkie. Live long and prosperous.
Can you do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did it bad as a joke.
Oh, it sounds a lot easier.
It's almost time for my pun far.
Vulcan Devil Grip.
No, other side. It's right there.
My bad. How you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
Hey Chris, how are you?
Fucking breaking shit and making shit cool. You hate everything.
I don't hate everything. I'm in a pretty good mood today. I didn't have work. I didn't work yesterday.
I had work.
How was work yesterday?
It was actually probably not the most fun, but it was definitely like we were all in like good spirits the whole time.
It's because I wasn't there.
No, it was because it was like 70 out and there was a breeze. and it was a boat of 900, and they finished by 10 o'clock.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So did you get up at 12?
Yeah, we stayed till like 12, 12:30 because there was 28 Bentleys, and that takes like an hour. And the guy who does Fabrizio's job, El Tuve, doesn't speak English, and it took him an hour to do 100 Porsche on a 500 Porsche boat. So like after an hour, we go over and we're like, let's check his progress. 16 rows down, that's 89 cars. Okay, fuck this guy. So I go over and I'm like, hey, can you speed it up a little, dude? Like, we got to cross-reference. Like, we finished 2 hours ago, and here you are, just beginning. Fuck. So he pulls out his phone, and he's got the Google Translator. And so he says some stuff, and he's like, what are you saying to me? And then I'm trying to talk to him, but Translator's not picking up what I'm saying, because, I don't know, maybe my voice is weird or something. So he's just looking at the gobbledygook, and he looks at me and looks at me, and I was just, fucking forget it, dude. And I just walked away. He was like, called Bob, and I was like, this guy's going slow as fuck, fuck it. And he was like, all right, go home. Fuck this shit. Oh, and he was like writing up like microscopic little things on bumpers, and it was like, no one gives a shit about that. No one gives a shit about that. God, that was my experience at work.
You had Fabrizio train him.
Fabrizio trained him, and I don't know, like Fabrizio lets a lot of shit slide. I don't know why this guy's trying so hard.
Lots of Fabrizio's job.
Yeah. Then I gave Danny a little bit of the weed I've been getting, just to be like, don't smoke this here. Smoke it when you go home.
Smoke it on break. Oh, you didn't.
No, we didn't get a break. So I was like, smoke it when you go home, man. So then like 3 hours later, I got a text, bro. And I was like, yo, what's up, dude? And he's like, I am so fucked up right now. And I was like, I told you. 3 hours later, dude, I'm still fucked up. And I was like, told you. Ha!
Speaking of Danny, you know on YouTube, everybody thinks those Warwack kids are a comedy group?
What are they?
A real gang.
Oh,
But they're a bunch of like fake ass white boy rappers.
Like they're the kids who are
They like walk out with their phone and rap off their phone. And people on YouTube think they're a comedy act. And one guy actually commented, I private messaged them and asked them, and they said they are. I think they're so embarrassed now.
Yeah, and
they can't.
Because they did vandalism and stuff, and a couple of them have been
they're-
arrested
They
and shit.
they think they're one of the ones that set that cop car on Pryor and Providence.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that.
They smashed up a car down your street, didn't they? Oh,
I think
and
it
the
was them.
mom, because they all live with their mom.
God have mercy.
The mom went over and beat up an old lady and is currently awaiting trial and probably going to jail because she has priors. So it's like they're trying to
I
pretend.
think one of them's in jail too.
Yeah, one of them just got arrested. Well, it's because, Bob put the word in.
It's just so shitty that
The word of
they
God.
think they're a comedy group. And I went on one of the things, I'm like, dude, I live near them. They're not a comedy group.
No.
They're for real.
Yeah, the kid we work with lives in the apartment above
They tried
them.
to choke out his brother.
They fucking so his brother was taking the trash out and he put it at the bottom of the stairs, then went up to go get the second bag, and then when he came down, the trash was ripped open all over the stairs. So he goes and fucking pounds on the door, and the guy's not a small dude, so he's like pounding on the door like, what the fuck? All 5 of them rush him and jump him. So fucking Danny and his other brother had to come down, and it's like a 3-on-5 fucking fist fight, and they won, I guess. Which is
Wait, the 5 or the 3?
The 3.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like Danny and his brothers won because they wound up going back inside the house and being like, bitch, fuck you, and then like locking the door.
And their name's so lame. It's Warrack, like Iraq, but Warrack.
And if you know anything about Warwick, it's like super not.
It's
dangerous.
trash.
And at first
it's
I thought they were,
pathetic.
I thought it was Warwack.
Like
That's what we all
whack,
were.
bro. You
Yeah.
know,
But no,
it's
they
war.
went the lamer route.
Yeah. If they went war whack, I'd be like, oh, they are a comedy group.
I mean, if
Yeah.
they see this, I'd probably set you on fire, but
Dude, I have guns. You don't.
I
They
do
think
live near
they-
them, and I'd rather not have them break my house.
Yeah.
again, this is why you don't advertise where exactly you
Yeah.
live.
Cool part is though, Bob probably sends a cop down your street at least twice a day,
Yeah.
so you'll be fine.
Hopefully.
No, Bob did that. When I was living in Warwick, I was living in a pretty shitty spot, and I was always like, why the fuck are the cops always outside my apartment? And then I asked my dad, and he was like, I put
He's like,
them
"I got your
there to
ass."
keep you safe. And it's like, oh, thanks, man.
It's like, wow, you actually kind of care.
Well, speaking of fun stuff, would you guys ever go to a nudist colony? I was delivering, and
I
I delivered to a nudist colony.
Where the fuck do you get fun stuff out of some shitty group of gangs? Unless you're beating the shit out of them, that's the only fun you're gonna get
That's
out
what
of
we
it.
should do. We should start, we should all wear leather vests, right? No
Have
shirts.
snakes in the back.
Yeah, and call ourselves the Warriors.
No, call ourselves the Hot Snakes.
Yeah, with hot snakes.
Just keeps coming and coming and
Keep
coming.
coming. We'll never stop. We're always coming. Hot snakes.
I was making a reference to fucking the TV show, but okay.
I was going with Terry from Reno 911.
Yeah.
What are the great smoothies?
That's the only good role he's ever done.
Nah, he was good in Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, I guess.
Grandma's Boy was like a fluke of Adam Sandler movies, where it was like, shit,
Right.
that's decent.
It was one of the early ones too. But yeah, Nudist Colony. Would you ever go to one?
Sure.
Sure.
You have the confidence?
No, but I know that'll be just as disappointing to everyone else as myself.
Here's the point.
confidence.
I don't give a fuck.
So, when I'd go, it'd be kind of like when a celebrity walks into a building, everyone would be like, whoa, you know? Because they'd see everything. And
The scrawny white guy.
the scrawny white guy with a fucking huge dick, they'd be like, gross. He's got hair growing in weird places.
Well,
Those are called pubes.
Oh! Fuck!
well, I
was wondering why I was rubbing those out with tweezers.
I delivered the one in Connecticut, and I went on the website.
Huh?
and-
Did you see a pair of titties?
No.
Then who gives a fuck?
But they have, like, kids and
This is so this is a workaround that I discovered a long time ago. Was websites that advertise nudist colonies will often post pictures of naked children. But because it's a lifestyle and it's not being sexualized, it's allowed. But you know what's really going on. And it's like, man, that's weird. I didn't mean to fucking...
No, that's where I was getting.
Yeah, alright, yeah. Because, like, I remember going on, like, 4chan, like, a fucking decade ago.
Oh my
and, like,
god, 4chan, yeah.
Yeah, and someone was like, yo, check this website out. And I clicked on it. It was like,
Probably
yo, child porn, get off it. And
It's
they were
like, and my ISP's tracking.
yeah, and I was like, fuck, you know, get off it. And then they were like, no, it's for a nudist colony. And then the whole thing became, like, contacting them and trying to figure out, like, what the fuck's going on and shit like that.
I feel like in Nudist Colony, they should separate the children. Like, it should be an 18+ thing.
Why?
It should be an 18+ thing. But then again, alright, how about this? You can have your nudist colony, just not on the continental United States.
What are you saying, Chris?
I thought this was just going to be a normal question of like, hey, yeah, let's talk
It's
about
never
being
a
in a
normal
news colony.
question.
And Chad's like, child porn! It's like, what the fuck?
He didn't even give us the opportunity
Yeah, no.
to, like, make jokes. He
No.
just went straight for the child
He was
porn.
like, hey, yeah, would you go to a nudist colony? But there's child porn involved.
Yeah,
It's
like-
like, alright, sorry.
Well, speaking of child porn, something else you have to avoid.
Whoa, fuck.
Man.
You porn.
This can't go on. No, you porn.
Pornhub.
You
Pornhub.
porn and Pornhub are both decent fucking
Pornhub
groups
has,
of people.
No, Pornhub has a big problem right now with child porn.
Because
Where
of
people are boycotting
amateur-
Pornhub now.
Wait, amateur.
amateur, you know, people who record their
Yeah,
own
no,
stuff.
I know, but
Yeah,
And
like,
then
you
they
can
lie
literally-
about their age and upload it. And then...
that's not a Pornhub problem.
That's not a Pornhub
people
problem.
being assholes.
It's a Pornhub problem.
No,
it's
now
not.
Pornhub's. Yeah, it is. Now Pornhub's scrambling to go through all the
Yeah, they
videos
have to
try
go through...
find it.
And I want that job.
I mean, yeah. No, I agree with him. I will Pornhub. I'm putting it out there. I will sign the fuck up.
Just watch porn all day and get paid?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude.
but even
Just walk
the
out with blue balls.
here's the thing. Even the shittiest porn
Every
is
20
still
minutes
porn.
you take
It's
a
still porn. There's still tits there, you know?
Yeah.
Enjoy it. And then you're like, oh, that was child porn. Boop. And then right back to the regular stuff.
Or it's like, wow, nope, super overweight. Whoop, nope, way too skinny. Whoop, nope, dick's bigger than mine. Child porn.
Oh, dick's bigger than mine. I can't watch any.
So you can't watch any porn?
I
I know I can't watch any porn.
have the opposite problem. I go, that's small, and it's like Mandingo, you know?
I fucking hate you.
Dude, he's got his dick tucked into his fucking pants. Like, why do you think he's liquid all the time?
Because it drags on the ground. It's all red on the tip. I don't know what to do.
That's supposed to be that way. All right, back to the nudist colony thing because we never had a chance
Fun
to
time.
actually talk about that. Dad was just like child
I would
porn.
never go to a nudist colony. I'm a very pale person. I burn super easy, and I don't want a
Imagine your
sunburn.
dick burning.
Or your asshole.
Yeah.
Like, none
Wait,
of
hold on,
them.
hold
Oh, how about so you're gonna be bent over or your asshole?
Doesn't
gets
matter.
wrecked
I
somewhere?
am. My legs, my waist down hasn't seen the sun in more than a decade.
Dude.
It will burn instantly.
Dude, your waist down hasn't seen the fucking
Chad.
sun.
That is skin that hasn't seen the sun. Look at that. Yeah.
It's the same.
No, it's see-through. It's legitimately see-through.
What we should do for an episode is we should make Chad sit outside in just like short shorts.
Yeah. Booty shorts.
No, I don't want him to sit out in a Speedo. I want him to actually be able to walk around a little bit.
Oh, we'll give him flip-flops and like a crop shirt.
Yeah.
You know, and like booty
I
shorts. And
refuse to wear
make him go.
flip-flops.
Make him go buy stuff.
Okay, fine. You can walk around in sandals and fucking socks.
I'd rather just go barefoot. than
Sandals and like knee-high black socks. So everyone's like, what the
No,
fuck is that?
No, we give them knee-high socks that have like the pink cat ears on
Yeah,
them. Yeah.
The little like tassel things.
Yeah.
Little just film chats skipping down. Trying to
Honestly though, I'd go to
don't
sure,
draw
why
that.
not?
That's skill. Fuck Aquabats. No, I'm sorry.
I would happily go to a fucking nudist colony because I mean after a certain point it's like all right cool I get to see titties.
I'd go if they were like, yo,
Well,
you don't have to get naked.
The thing is,
Yeah.
to go into it, they're like, be clothed until you're comfortable. And
Yeah.
you stay there for a day, like, all right, I'm not.
It's like
clothed.
I'm never comfortable so it's fine.
Once you realize the water's spiked with LSD and you're like, my clothes suck, and then you're naked, you know?
It's like why is everything so hot and itchy?
Just give you a salad with shrooms mixed in there.
Yeah, right. You would tell why is this one little and shriveled? I don't trust this out
Stir
anymore.
fry.
It looks like my penis.
Right?
Why make
And
you
then-
stir fry in the morning when it's 90 degrees out?
Yeah, what are we doing here, guys? Just eat the fucking mushroom.
Let's give you tea.
Yeah.
Nah, it's-
No, but even then you can tell.
Can't eat it with flavor the fucking honey in it.
So it's like thick. I don't know if you've ever done mushrooms, but you
80%.
know when you're eating them. They taste so bad.
They weren't as bad as people say they are, though.
Nah.
I'm just taking a look at the shirt. Dear God,
It's not bad.
it just looks fuzzy as fuck.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm finding a new website.
They definitely just took his like
They,
16
yeah,
kilobyte
they took
image.
like this and like that's good enough.
Works for me.
Yeah, Teespring.
You gotta
We
find
can do the
the
same thing in the same price.
website my dad gets his softball uniforms made at. They're always
Pornhub.com?
they're always like high quality and nice.
Look, and then back to the Pornhub thing because now that we can actually fucking like kind of progress through topics instead of Chad being just like child porn on Pornhub.
You know what? He's going through the topics as fast as he mashes buttons while playing TV.
Yeah. I mean, it.
I almost
again,
turned into that, by the way, because I went to go see your reaction.
I would have been
Wouldn't have
heartbroken.
counted.
I don't want to have to clean up.
Everyone
I got-
gets one punch.
Oh, I'm saving it then.
Everyone's
I'm waiting so I can be
There's
sitting
gonna
in
be-
that seat.
There's gonna be a day where I'm like 70 in my deathbed.
It's
and
from
people are
here.
just gonna run in.
Waist to chin.
No, you can hit me in the face. Just don't hit me in the nose.
Yeah, I'll break too easily.
I've had my nose and face punched a lot, and I've yet to break it. It's like, okay, I'm not risking it anymore, you know?
But
even
someone
if
just
it's
misses, but they still hit it.
That's what I mean. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna just be like, it's all cartilage too. The cartilage starts there,
Yeah.
so it's just ripped off. And then fucked.
His nose
All right, Michael.
I'll look like Owen Wilson, you know, like
Oh,
the
God.
zigzaggy nose.
He can get it fixed too, but he chooses not to.
It's like the football player with the gap in his teeth.
Yeah, it's a signature at that point.
Yeah, it's your look. You keep it.
Why do you have flies in your basement?
Oh, because we have a lot of half-empty beer cans all over the
Because
place.
Chad can't finish a fucking beer.
Now
Oh
it's
no, I finished the beers.
been well, you know how Chad likes, we have to start opening a fucking beer. So like we'll do the opening and we'll go, I didn't like that one, so I have to put the beer down and grab another one and go, and
Plus, I didn't change the recycling.
and then I'll do that like
Twice in there.
3 times in a row, and I'll have 3 beers with no sips taking out of them. Then I drink it. By the time I'm getting to them, they're all warm, and it's like warm Pabst that was already warm and then refrigerated. This is the worst.
Hence why you brought your cooler.
Which is why I bring my own stuff now.
I told you you can get cancer.
No, I'm drinking this shit. 'Cause
Still, Pornhub. That's good though.
yeah, I'm glad Pornhub is catching on. Because you don't want to go the direction of Motherless, where Motherless became famous for only having child porn and like real rape on it. Yeah, it used to be you couldn't post www blah motherless blah 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 blah, or else you would get like auto ban from 4chan and like your IP would start getting tracked.
Nice.
But you could just post the little code for the video,
It's
so
a crying baby.
so people would post the codes for the video, and then you would do the rest, and then you'd get a video of like some chick getting raped in a stairwell, and you'd be like, I didn't want to see that, like what the fuck? And then Motherless is now like
Cancer.
it's so bad. All those videos are gone, but now it's just bad.
Just cancer.
It went the direction of RedTube, where it's like it just sucks.
Or XXX hamster.
Yeah,
So
or
you need to go to
NXXX,
porn
or
and
XNXX.
Porn MD.
No, that one sucks too.
It's a search
Dude,
engine.
no.
Search all the
No,
engines.
no, Pornhub and YouPorn are the only two that you gotta stick with.
Pornhub and Chatterbait for the funny videos when the girls are trying to look sexy and they just look stupid.
Or when it's 2 dudes that are dressed up as girls and like, oh my god,
Yeah.
fuck you. What up, dude?
Yeah, and they're doing the one now where they have like the digital girl, so it's like some chick is just sitting behind her computer and pressing a button to make it wave, and then she talks and it's doing the Apple like mouth mimic thing.
People love it.
People are fucking
I've actually never seen Chatterbait.
Chat roulette.
I discovered it when I was really
Chatterbait
young.
used to be funny. He used to just yell at people.
Dude, I used to do some fucked up shit on Omegle and Chatterbait. Fucked up like funny, but like fucked up if you think about using these powers for evil. I was one of the people who figured out how to use manycams to then stream images, and I would chop up images to make it look like there was a real person there. But what I did is I had this gif of this little girl who sits there, and then the dog runs in the room and licks her face, and I would have that looped, and I would do it in certain ways, and I would get older men to fucking tell me where they lived and shit like that, and then I would report them to the FBI, and then I had the little like, FBI, you've been like, your thing, and then I'd flash on the screen, you'd see them like put their dick away and like freak the fuck out, and I was like, gotcha pedo, ha! And I'd send their fucking IP address to fucking the cops and shit like that. No, but there were people doing that for evil. I was doing it for good. Just want to make that distinction.
I gotta find your IP address so I can DDoS you.
Quick
Just
story.
ruin his fucking internet connection for the rest of his life.
Did you
Charger
guys
laser.
ever hear about how Marco Polo encountered giants in Zanzibar who
Of
were so
course.
strong they could carry as many as 4 people?
Isn't
I thought we were moving on from any of the fucking crazy
And they
giant
were
shit.
a whopping 7 to 8 feet.
what? That's
For the-
Shaq size. That's
For
not
the
that
love
tall.
of fucking
But then
Christ.
again, Marco Polo was probably only like 5'6", so
Mm.
7 feet tall is humongous.
I thought you guys would like to know that.
I do like to know that. Do you know why the Chinese and the Roman Empire never interacted?
Why?
Because when the Chinese delegates and traders would get to Armenia, they'd go how much further to the Roman Empire? And they'd go, bro, so far. So far. Just give it to us, we'll give it to them. And they're like, cool.
This is like, I need a drink.
And then when the Romans would go to Armenia and go, how far is China? They'd be like, bro, so far. Just give us your goods. So that's why China and Rome never went to war. Because they didn't know they were that close together. It's one little country in the Middle East was just lying their ass off.
It's a good plan, though.
It's so smart. Why do you think they got genocided by
I
the
thought you were going to
Turkish?
say because the Romans are taller.
No, Rome's notorious for being short people. They're all my size. I'm Italian. You know?
Our size, bro.
Yeah.
5'6"
Like
total.
like when Caesar first invaded Gaul, there's this famous story about the Gauls being like up in their castle, like laughing at all these like short Romans, like, you're 5'4", what are you gonna do? We're all 6 feet tall fucking Vikings, fuck yourself. And the Romans spent the whole day building an encampment and weapons and stuff like that while they were all taunting them. And then the sun came up on the next day and they saw like 500 ballista, like siege towers, an entire city built around their city, and they were like, oh, we surrender, you know, like, fuck.
Do you guys know who's not going to be living in their castle?
Who?
The Evo guy.
Oh, Mr. Wizard, how could you have done us dirty like that?
Was his name actually Mr. Wizard?
That was his tag.
Yeah.
I wish your segues were a little better.
I like that they're muddy.
It's supposed to be.
I like calling them out and just like pooping on them a little bit.
It's such a sad year for fighting games.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a sad year for fighting games. I think it's a sad year that like all the people that you thought were almost decent are really just dumpster fires.
No, everyone already knew that. Anyone in power is a scumbag. Why do you think Epstein was making everyone, or not making, but had all the pedophiles centralized?
Still here crying baby.
Anyway, you're gonna hear it.
What do you want me to do?
Go up there and hit it. You know, like, come on,
Dude, a
man.
pillow over his face will fix any problems.
Shake it as hard as you can.
Well, wait. I said just knock it out, not kill it.
Yeah, just suffocate it a little bit.
Yeah.
No lasting damage.
Just until it gives up.
No, well, there's the Mr. Wizard. All right.
I don't promote child
No.
abuse.
No one does. And then,
I don't promote child
he
abuse.
totally doesn't. Anyway,
Just like Drunk Chris doesn't promote child porn.
now, yeah, it started with COVID,
Yeah.
fucking killing Evo, which sucked. And then they were like, online tournament. And then I was like, all right, at least we still get Evo.
Hopefully.
And then Gamer got into a car accident. And I don't know if his condition is public or not, but that's worrying.
I don't think it was public.
Gamer is one of the best Japanese players out. Japanese players out there. He's the one who won Evo on the PS1 controller.
Nice.
You know, like, and he was a fucking he was the one that would give Sonic Fox a run for his money in Mortal Kombat.
I want that guy to just get his ass kicked so bad.
Yeah.
Sonic Fox?
Yeah.
I know
Isn't that the kid with the tail?
Yeah, the furry. He's playing. I've grown to like him because you got to watch the clip where it's like neck and neck the whole time, and he finally goes. He's in the losing finally of the set, and he takes his fur hat off, and he fucking gets serious, and he plays so fucking good
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
that it's like, I really wish you weren't doing this heel persona, but I respect the shit out of your skill.
It's not even a funny heel persona, though.
I know, it's an offensive one, and
Yeah.
he's doing it to be offensive, and it's like, you'll grow out of
Then
it.
you have like that dragon kid who's like the chubby kid with glasses, he's wicked good.
He's just wicked good.
I've been watching a lot of Tekken stuff, and it's like fucking Tekken players are scary.
Tekken players are fucking terrifying.
I used to think I was good at Tekken.
And then you
No,
watch,
then you watch any of them, and then you're just like,
And
all right, I'm done.
touch of death combos
Yeah.
where it's just like nothing you can do. I'm walking you to
I
the edge.
still like to
you
think
know?
I'm good at Soul Calibur.
No,
I
you're
haven't
not.
played it in a
Have
long
you
time.
watched Evo Soul Calibur?
Yeah.
It's scarier.
Anyone that's got the Siegfried endless loop
Yeah.
combo, it's just like you.
It's like, yeah, you're
lose.
done.
Khalik was the worst fighting in the arcade.
Yeah,
Dude,
Link
Link was the
annoying.
best.
Link was annoying.
No, I'm talking about arcade.
Arcade
Did you
style.
ever play Soul Calibur in the arcade?
No, I didn't have money to go do that.
You never went to the arcade as a kid?
No, I didn't have money to do that.
There was the one on Bald Hill. That's the one I went to all the time.
Hill?
The
I
one
lived
where-
in Providence, so you didn't want to go to the arcade.
I went to the one that turned into the Firestone in the pool place across from Pep Boys.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You know where Ruga's is?
Yeah.
Rugas.
Across the street.
There's an arcade there?
There was, yeah.
Cool.
I used to go there because that was the one where the drug dealers didn't deal drugs, so I was allowed to go there.
I
That
used
was
to
like,
be,
I trust you.
I just remember being really good at the arcade at Tekken. They had Tekken 5 and 4 there. And like I beat kids with my eyes closed. But now if I tried to do that, my reflexes and everything just aren't.
That's what happens when you hit like 30.
Isn't it the brain's reaction time starts to decrease after 20?
That's why I can't play
Something
Dragon
like
Ball
that, yeah.
Fighters, man.
No, you
It's
can't
too
play Dragon
fast.
Ball Fighters
it's
because
not
you're
that
just
fast.
doing this.
It's too fast, so I panic.
No. Look, if you're talking in terms of speed, Smash Brothers is probably the fastest game.
That's why I suck at that.
And
too.
then the lowest end game is like, I hate to say it, Mortal
Mortal
Kombat is
Kombat.
one of the slowest games, which is why I can't play it.
I love-
No, Mortal Kombat's more of like a chess game.
It's slow.
It's slow. Mortal Kombat combos, you have to go square, square X, down forward triangle. Like, that's the pace of the
Yeah.
game. It's boop, boop, boop.
That's why Street Fighter 2 Turbo was like,
The shit!
Yeah. that's because it balanced out slow gameplay with the
Fuck
fast
DJ.
combos.
DJ
See,
can go fuck himself.
I can't wait till we go to play arcade in Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah?
That was a real shitty fucking plug
So-
inside look.
I
So-
forgot what.
You
I
could've-
think it's
dude,
New Bedford,
You
Massachusetts.
literally could have just name dropped it and not spiked the camera.
No, you gotta set the camera.
You gotta, because then we could actually all fight each other in an arcade setting.
Hold on. Now, you say we all fight each other, but really what it is Chris is gonna run the show while these two struggle, right? I am amazing at fighting games.
So you say Chris, so he's gonna run the show.
Oh, shit. I guess it's...
Yeah! I don't have to play! Yeah!
You win, dude. Fuck.
And I'm hoping we have the title belt by then.
Although you did beat me in that fucking super close game at DB.
Yeah, we did,
I'm
motherfucker.
still like
That's the
replay-
only one I'm gonna keep.
How often are you replaying the match in your head?
I'm not. I already came. I'm
Oh,
done.
dude, all I'm doing is replaying it in my head, trying to figure out
My
where I went.
pants are filled with jizz. I'm done, dude.
Was it when I did the bad tag? Was it when I accidentally did X Factor? Like, wow, what fucked me up? When it was that bag tag to Frieza. That's what it had to be.
And we could have seen a lot of that in Evo.
Our first full 3-man stream is gonna be DBZ.
Oh, absolutely. It's the game we're all
It's
decent
gonna be
at.
Chad crying.
Chad crying.
It's gonna be
Um,
Chad crying and Chris trying to beat the shit out of drunk Chris.
He's probably as good at Mortal Kombat as I am at fighters.
Yeah, I'll just put that comparable. But anyway, I want to go back
I'll
to
go bring
Evo.
Smash Bros. in and then.
My main, the worst part,
Hate Smash Brothers.
I know you don't.
the worst part about what Mr. Wizard did is the hypocrisy. No, I'm kidding.
What?
That's a Norm Macdonald joke. Bill Cosby raped people. The worst thing about him raping people is the hypocrisy. Not the rape. Get the joke? Never mind.
Yeah.
You're not a comedy fan. No, I'm just upset that because of what Mr. Wizard did, Capcom pulled out, Warner Brothers pulled out, everyone just pulled out of Evo.
That's just a euphemism at that point.
Evo's dead.
I don't think it's. I think you gotta give it a year.
No, and the worst part is the fighting game used to be the community where everyone was accepted. It didn't matter who you were. If you showed up and you were good at the game, you're accepted.
Well,
Sonic Fox, case in point. And then all this shit comes out, and there's all these articles now coming out about the toxicity of the fighting game community. And it's like...
no, the fighting community is the only one you can talk shit and not get, like, kicked out.
Because everyone talks shit. That's the point.
But To a degree,
No, but
because
it's fun talk shit. It's not first-person shooter talk shit.
No, but
No,
when
first-person shooter talk shit is Xbox Sim is just scream the N-word at each
but
other.
that's when you watch like the low tier, like the games that you have to play to get the entry,
Yeah.
and that's where it's like you watch people like rage quit for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like if you
And
suck
you know
at the
what?
game, just play it out.
And the people that rage quit, they don't come back to Evo next year.
Thankfully,
They might, but everyone will go, yo, I remember when you rage quit in the fucking first half of
But-
the second round. Fuck yourself.
You know what the biggest problem with this is? They focus too much on that one thing with a guy, where they just ruin the whole fandom.
That's what I'm saying. They're
Where
condemning us all.
instead of being like, let's take this, like I'm sure, like Evo, he wasn't the main. He was the main guy, but there were probably people under him that could take over, right?
Absolute. Maximilian talks about it.
oh, Maximilian, dude,
His
he's a
video.
legend.
His
So
video. on
Why
Evo was
punish
kinda
the
sad.
whole community over one guy's actions? Just because he made it. It's because you don't want to support.
The reason is because it's not just the fighting. It's not that community. It's the fact that it's still related to video games, and video games are still seen in that super niche market of like, oh wow, these are kids in their basement
I
fucking playing video games.
I think.
Yeah, but it's those people not doing it.
Hold
though,
on.
isn't it?
They don't care.
What you're saying about the niche market, I disagree, but not entirely. Let
It's
me get
because
my
it's seen as a niche market.
Let me
not
get
'cause
my
it
point
is.
out.
Yeah.
Nintendo. Everyone plays Mario. Everyone on the planet Earth, except for people. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Everyone
Except for
plays.
assholes.
Everyone plays Mario, so that's not niche anymore.
Yeah.
However, fighting games have a skill barrier, therefore it's niche. MMOs have a skill barrier, therefore it's niche. And that's why I think all these articles are coming out attacking this community, because it's people who, I'm not going to say it's because they were bad at fighting games, but that they didn't get what it was. They don't understand that, like,
I'm staring at your titty. I'm sorry.
like when we play fighting games, the three of us, I talk mad shit to
Oh,
all
yeah.
but at the same time I'm going, yo Chad, switch out, slow down. Here's how you know, like,
Yeah.
and then in the next breath I'm like, bro, you fucking suck, you know.
Yeah.
That's what's beautiful about it. It's like a community, and they're trying to dismantle our community because they don't understand it.
But it's also not just that. I agree with you wholeheartedly. But it's still, video games are still seen as, same thing with, like, you can look at it in terms of, like, animated shows.
True.
It's still seen as something that's built for children, for kids that adults aren't supposed to be a part of.
I will say anime is way more niche than video games. 100%.
I'm not talking anime. I'm talking just animated stuff in general. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
That show, you watch it from front to back. That can be shown to anybody, and everybody will like it. But there's still
To
plenty
be
of
fair,
people who hate
people
it.
consider that anime.
It is American
It-
anime.
American.
No, it came from Japan.
No.
Avatar.
I think-
Avatar's
I thought-
Avatar's
I
American. Nickelodeon made it.
100% American.
I thought it came from
Nope.
overseas first.
Nickelodeon made it.
It was like when I remember when it came out.
That's why it was like so shocking.
Exactly.
Good.
When it came out, everyone was like, "The West is trying anime. Fuck that!" And then everyone was like, "Oh,
And then it was decent.
shit, this is actually really good."
Except for
It's
the
popular in
first
Japan. Think
Yeah.
about that. A Western
It's like
anime is
Ruby.
popular in
time.
Japan.
But anime,
Ruby.
you tell people you like anime, you wear like an anime shirt. Or
They
something.
think you like Sailor Moon and stuff. And Sailor Moon's rad. It's rad. I love Sailor
what
Moon.
it is.
Yeah.
No, Sailor
All right,
Moon's
watch
fuck-
with your fucking mouth.
Yeah, Sailor Moon's great.
Bet you
dude.
never watched it.
Fucking tuxedo mask. That motherfucker knew what he was doing.
Oh my god.
It got a little wonky at the end when they were like super duper ultra Sailor
Yeah.
Moon. It's like, all right, you've had
They
enough.
were ahead of their time.
They
having
started
trans
do-
characters.
They did the Dragon Ball
They
thing.
were doing the Dragon Ball where it's just like, and now his hair's blue.
At least
you
with
know?
Dragon Ball, they're like, all right, like we're kind of sort of
From what you guys
Dragon
tell
Ball
me,
knows what it's doing. So
to a point.
it started
to
in the
a point.
80s, and it took them till 2020 to realize people don't want they're sick of different hair color. How about we do some cool stuff now?
Yeah.
You
How
know?
about you start giving actual skills like
How about we do some-
division?
Isn't this supposed to be like a martial arts show? Why?
Dragon Ball was martial arts. DBZ
Yeah,
turned
but
more
that's
into
what
like
I'm-
the.
that's what I'm
Dragon
saying.
Dragon Ball was supposed to be like the old school Chinese.
It was
martial
Journey
arts.
to the West.
Yeah.
You ever see that movie?
Well,
They remade it. It was pretty.
I read the book. It's not bad.
They're
it's
remaking
great.
it now.
It's the Monkey King stories.
So
Oh, yeah.
Wukong.
It's in development and all that
It's
stuff being
fucking-
written and all that.
It's gonna be bad.
It's Chinese folklore. It's
It was,
awesome.
what was it like the one with Jackie Chan and Jet Li?
That was something. I think
Shanghai
it was-
Noon. No.
No, it was I think Japanese or Chinese version was called something of the Monkey King, but it was changed here.
I-
to something else.
I'm talking about the one where
Is
there's
it
that.
still on?
No.
No, there's that one. The one I'm talking about is the scene where they're in the fishing village and there's the giant fish and then that aquamarine pool and they get the village built around it and he beats it up. And then he goes to like the place where the pig thing is cocaine.
That we have Force Watch.
It's
It
a
should
good
come
movie.
on before school.
There's a lot of movies, Chad, that
Watch
you need
it.
to watch that I
It
watch.
takes time.
Hey, Chad,
Still
what god does Sobutai pray to?
Sabotage?
Yeah, you didn't watch Conan, did ya? You keep saying you
Which
did.
one? First one, second one, they're both
Sobutai.
great.
Sobutai, he prays to the four winds. And then Arnold goes, Crom laughs at you from his mountain. And then Sobutai goes, your mountain is below my wind.
See,
And then Arnold gets pissed because his
Yeah.
god's weaker than
Yeah.
Sobutai.
see, he is the type of person where if you don't memorize something you
It's
like,
not that
he's
you
a
don't
real
memorize it. It's
I've seen it once on my phone,
It's
okay?
iconic imagery. It sticks with you.
But Evo.
I'm so upset.
What do you think? Do you think they're going to make a new, like, tournament? Or you think nobody's going to want to put the money up for that?
I think it might come back.
It might come. The problem is, Evo's infrastructure was so good, except for the guy at the top fucking everything up.
Yeah.
But other than that, the tournament ran really well.
Yeah.
They ran really
Do
fucking
you want to know
well.
what I honestly think they're going to do now? Capcom, NetherRealms, all these people are like,
Well,
people will
Capcom,
pay to watch all this. They'll watch this, so why not?
but Capcom has the Capcom Cup. But the end of the Capcom Cup was the main stage at Evo.
Yeah.
No,
That's
this-
what was
What I'm
awesome.
saying is, all these companies are probably just going to put their own tournament out.
I know. I don't want
Nobody's gonna take.
that.
That's the thing. Nobody's gonna take part in it because it's so decentralized.
That was
Evo was a central.
in
like,
Vegas.
You could just go to this one place.
You would go to this one hotel,
I'm
and
not saying it's not a
every
bad thing. I'm saying
fucking
this is what I
room
think the
had a
company's-
tournament. It
This
was
is what I think the company's going to try to do if Evo doesn't come back.
I don't think they're gonna.
I don't
do
think
it.
somebody's going to pony
Put
up
it
the
this
money
way.
to
Put
make
it this
for
way.
Evo.
Warner Brothers pulled out of Evo to do their own Mortal Kombat tournament, then came back to Evo before this shit happened.
Oh my god. Fucking rumor Warner Bros. Or Microsoft's going
Microsoft.
to buy Warner Brothers.
Remember what they did to
The
Rare?
video game. So that means I won't be able to play
Batman.
Mortal Kombat anymore.
Batman, Lord of the Rings, Mortal Kombat. Those three IPs are going to be owned by Microsoft. And remember how well Microsoft... Maybe. But remember how well Microsoft treated Banjo-Kazooie and Conquer.
Remember how well they've treated Halo?
Speaking of Halo...
We're gonna bend you over
Now,
and just take all
Is
the
there
money.
any possibility NetherRealms will be able to branch off and just be their own
No.
studio?
No, it's
They don't make
too
enough money
hard.
on their own.
That's the problem with, again, fighting games are such a niche. The only people who buy fighting games are the people that play fighting games. No one will just pick up a fighting game casually, just randomly on the market. No one will just be like, that looks interesting. And
I think the only ones that you're actually gonna be able to do is like DBZ, Dragon Ball, and maybe Street Fighter because like they
Street
have.
Fighter will never go away.
Yeah, no,
it was
it won't.
it's not the first, but it was the first.
But I think
you know?
those three games are people like DBZ. It's because it's the Dragon Ball name. Everybody's gonna fucking pick it up.
And-
Anybody that likes Dragon Ball is gonna pick it up, and that's a big market.
And it's
Accessible.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity or whatever the newest one was so bad.
Oh yeah, it's dumpster fire.
That DBZ became the new Marvel vs.
Yeah.
Capcom. You know what I mean? So, like, I miss Marvel game. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was so good.
2 and 3 were good.
3 was pretty looking, but like Thor was completely at least in 2, every character on the roster was kind of
Well, the
viable.
problem with the newest one is Marvel was like, all right, we don't like our X-Men, we don't like our Fantastic Four.
But,
So you need to put the MCU characters.
But that's why
Did
you
you see,
adopt
like,
them from.
the character models where Cap is like, grrr, and it's like, what the fuck?
That's why I hate the Captain America and the new
What they
Avengers
did
game.
to Chun-Li's face, where it's like and then like, and it's like, what the
That's because Marvel put their hands too hard into
Chun-Li
it.
used to be like the hottest fighting game character ever. And you
Whoa, wait. Cammy has a very special
Cammy's
place.
pretty good.
Show me them thighs.
Who's
I'm just saying, died my face right into it.
Mai from King of Fighters?
My Shiranui.
The chick
Oh
with
my
the
god.
huge tits and
That's where jiggle physics came from. You know that.
dude, King of Fighters, I think 12, where they were still doing hand-drawn pixels.
Yeah.
That game is so pretty. King of Fighters is a game where I'm like, that's a level above me.
Yeah.
We weren't that bad. Well, for us playing.
For us playing, but
I like Blaze Blue.
Blaze Blue, it's
Blaze
like,
Blue is
that's a
fun.
little
Yeah,
above
those
me.
are leagues above people.
And
What was that crazy one we played?
The one with all the little anime girl, Arcana Heart. Yeah, that was.
Dude, that's a fucking scary game to
It's,
watch.
it's fucking solid.
Yeah.
It's a great game, but there were mechanics that I was like, wait, my love meter's up? I don't know what the fuck.
It's like, why am I orgasming?
Hold
You just
on.
press button, something would happen. Big.
Whoa! And then everyone, and then they never shut the fuck up because they're all screaming their moves at each other the whole time. At least in DBZ, it's funny when they yell at each other because you know what it is. But like when I'm hearing a little girl in Japanese screaming while another little girl in Japanese is screaming, and there's just explosions on the screen, it's like,
Yeah.
Dude, Japan is,
I have trouble paying attention.
Japan is fucked, by the way. Their birth rate is finally hit -2.
Well, that's what happens when you encourage everybody not to fucking interact socially.
That's what happens when all of your fucking groups are 90 and men just don't want to go out.
Yeah, because you're encouraged.
Men don't date.
They ride the subway in silence.
That's because they all just hate each other.
Exactly. They're all like, don't interact. And this is what happens. A repressed culture, socially speaking.
When do you think
You go the opposite
what's it
direction
called,
and end up with Brazil.
race mingling will start happening in Japan?
Race mixing? Hopefully never. No. Soon, man.
Because they're very
Proud
proud.
everything that said.
No, this isn't even
Just
racist.
don't-
They're just very proud on their fact that they're just all.
Just don't do
Still
what
like
Europe
Japan.
did.
No, I think they're proud about I think Japanese people have way too much pride for themselves.
They
Well,
fucking.
they get fired, they go kill themselves.
That's not entirely
No.
true.
Not
No,
anymore.
what
Back
it
in
comes
the day.
down to is.
Mango.
You drank all the mangoes?
There's no mango.
Trash.
I got blueberry
Go on.
lemonade flavor.
Well, like a
Sure, I'll
grapefruit,
take one. If
a
you
raspberry.
mind sharing.
Oh, this is just regular lemonade.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just take one. This one tastes like literally just straight piss.
What is it?
It's hard cider.
Yeah, I can't drink that shit.
I think it fermented too much in the can, which wasn't good for it.
I'm fucking allergic to any
Well, that's-
artificial apple flavoring.
I think
No, this
that's-
isn't artificial.
I think that's literally a year old.
This is actually a year and a half. I remember buying
Oh,
it.
is it from that?
Yeah.
Dude, that's been here as long as I've been here.
Dude, that's 2 Christmases ago.
Yeah, man, that's gross.
But, oh yeah, that's right. This isn't, carbonated.
Nope.
So, again, the Japanese, they teach their kids to have so much pride. And it's just
It's great to a fault with them.
It all goes back to the actual guy who led that samurai rebellion.
shit,
Um,
dude.
Oh, you never noticed?
No, I notice it, because it's so full, I notice it.
Oh yeah, dude. If I hold my hands in certain ways, they convulse
That's why I
uncontrollably
think
and
he's going to
shit.
Parkinson's soon.
I honestly think I'm going that
Probably.
direction. Whatever, man. It drives you insane, then it kills you. I'm cool with it.
Alright, Robin.
I was gonna say, fucking.
Not funny, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah. So when that guy led that rebellion to stop Japan from modernizing too quick or whatever and got killed, everyone respected him dying for his convictions so fucking much that even though he was a traitor, they made him a national hero and adopted his work ethic where it's you do your job, you fucking take pride in it, and it's amazing. You know, that's
Free World War One.
Well, to be fair, we need a little bit of that.
over here in the West for sure. We got
I don't care what fucking job you have. You should always at least have
try your best.
Yeah,
Don't
have
be
a
a
little
chick.
self-respect. You know what I mean?
I agree with that, but again, that goes back to our conversation from last week. How fucking shittily treated are employees? You can speak firsthand from Papa Gino's.
Yeah.
I think if you're a shitty I think you reap what you sow. If you put out negative energy, you get negative energy back. Which is why my life sucks.
to a point, I agree to that, but it's also I know when I worked in Cranston, when I worked in Warren, I tried to make those all the employees, not employees. I tried to make all my coworkers' lives significantly better, and I tried to do everything I could to make just make the days go by quick. And then it's you had fucking Jim Hill who just hated everything.
Come in drunk.
Dude, yeah.
I mean, I show up to work drunk sometimes.
Yeah, but that's from the night before.
Yeah.
You're also not a general manager who trashes every human being in your way.
Yeah. He'll die soon, so don't worry.
I hope. I could have let him die.
I had words. It has to do with the fact that in America, you're told you're important from day one, and then and then some people never realize that that's a lie. Nobody's important.
That definitely got pushed right after World War II when the baby boomers were
Our
kids are great.
So you get that fuck who walks into a business and thinks they're hot shit and treats
Every
everyone...
fucking Karen who's
To be fair, after probably 2015 was when I think it really got
helicopter
jump-started.
parents.
Again, it's because you had the baby boomer parents who had their kids. Their kids are now 40 and are raising kids, and they're.
When me and him were in school, we got shit on, and the parents would be like, "Why aren't you doing better?"
Yeah, when I would go to school and I would fail out of the reading and writing unit, my parents would be like, "It's your fault because you're stupid," you know. And it's because everyone else is passing. But
then it came to like you guys who are having kids, and it got flipped around because like I'm not going to be like my parents.
I'm not going to be like my parents. I'm going to try.
And they took it to such an extreme degree.
Such an extreme.
My parents were great. They were also not too easy on me, which is why I'm going to be their greatness, but be firm.
See, I got a raw deal. I had my father and then my mother, where one would tell me I could do no wrong, and then the other one would tell me I only did things wrong. So it's like
we should have balanced it out, you idiot.
Mixed up, man.
I'm going to say this. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I know you watch.
Person. He comes from the ocean.
I grew up in such a fucking, for lack of a better term, I grew up in such a in such a fucked up, like shitty.
Remember one hit.
Honestly,
get one.
Honestly, since like
not here.
When I was a kid, growing up was pretty fucking shitty for a lot of different reasons, and a lot of reasons I will explain to them off camera. But yeah, it still carries over to today, and it's really.
I really wanted you to say dogs would chase me home every day. For sorry, like just start listening like obscure things. Clowns would beat me up whenever I walked past them.
No, it was more like when I went to Providence school. I grew up on like the west side, like right past the hospitals.
The west side.
Dude, yeah, like he knows where it is. Like right over near Rick, I believe it is. Yeah. Like there's the one Rick over there. I was the only white kid in that school.
Oh boy.
And they were like,
"Hey, were you made a target?"
What my 5th grade teacher was racist. Directly to my face.
To white people or black people? So you got a taste.
The only white kid.
You got a taste of it.
And it's like
it doesn't work like that.
It does. Fuck you.
I almost used my punch.
Yeah. Right.
Almost.
On me?
No,
yeah.
It's like use the punch from me on Chad.
My first reaction to getting punched is punching back.
That's fine by me.
Dude, one time I watched Chad fight, and he just kind of stuck his arms out and spun around until everyone was like, I don't want to...
Well, that's why I got into it. Kamehameha. Ask your brother.
You didn't Kamehameha.
I went like this, and the guy flew into the counter.
And a beam shot out of his...
You say flew, but...
No, it was...
No, you did...
Shut the fuck... Alright. Moving forward...
You did Deadly Alliance, Sub-Zero...
We're closed.
Forward 2, Dragon... Punch.
But yeah, my childhood was shitty on all fronts, and I will explain it to you later. We're closed. So it's just like
it is what it is.
Yeah, and it's like, and growing up in that position made me who I am today. Granted, I am slight. I will.
Fuck.
I was trying to find a way of putting it, but like, yeah, it made me grow up into a cranky fuck. But like, you can definitely see where like. I try to keep a degree of levity.
It's for you. That was a good joke.
That's gonna be a fucking prop now. God damn it. But yeah, like I try to make sure that everybody's happy. I try to keep levity, and it's like those moments where I don't, like I recognize it, and I'm a piece of shit for it. I like it when the both of you call me out about it, but it's also just like I try to be realistic. So it's like,
that was a good joke.
Do you want to know what I hate the most?
I hate it.
Do you want to know what I hate the most when I was a manager at Papagino's?
We're closed.
Everybody hated me.
Yeah, well,
because I was always just trying to get people to do their job.
Yeah, but you did it in a way where like.
No, I did it in a frustrated. Like, why can't you just do your job?
I fucked up.
Dude, right in your pocket.
No.
Dude, it's right on your phone.
Nah, my phone
is in that pocket
somewhere.
And I can just picture Chris being like, "He's not that bad."
You'd be surprised at how many times I said that to people, and they're like, "Man, Chad was just fucking consistently grumpy," and I'm like. He's really not.
Just imagine walking into a job being like, "This needs to be done. Just do it."
It needs to be done.
Everybody not doing it,
doing
it wrong.
But look at people, and it's like, all right, I get this is shitty. I get it all sucks. Let me help you. We'll both get through this together. Rather than it's just like, do your fucking job. I'm gonna go do more job, and it's like.
So my problem was I would yell at them and then just go do everything.
No, you would yell at people, and then they'd start trying to do it, and you'd be like, fuck, I'm gonna do it myself.
Because when you burn 5 pizzas in a row...
Who the hell are you working with?
Cranston.
That doesn't fucking give me a name, stupid.
I'm not going to mention the names.
Who gives a... They're not going to watch this.
Remember Anthony?
Dude, that kid made it to a shift leader, and that was a joke and a half.
Yeah, Papagino's at first was like, you need to be responsible and everything to be a shift leader, to be a manager. Then they just started promoting everybody.
Dude, yeah, the manager in East Providence is a racist pedophile who has successfully, literally given hate speech to one of the shift leaders who is African American and works with all 16-year-old girls and just consistently makes lewd remarks to them.
One of the managers,
And he's still a fucking
literally
manager after being
killed
complained
somebody.
twice. Who?
Literally, not figuratively.
One in Massachusetts, like he.
Oh.
Not
Oh yeah, I remember this
yeah.
one.
He literally killed somebody.
Literally?
Literally.
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 And he's still a manager.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, maybe he's really good.
I think he ran away with Michaela. Like
No, not that dude. Not that dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that dude.
The other dude.
That was a weird one.
I love how like out of the loop he is.
I'm just listening.
Don't.
Just
I went
trying
to
to.
the zoo the other day.
I was trying to think of jokes, and I was like, you know what? I'll just let them talk for a little.
Papa Gino's, dude, if you're gonna eat somewhere, don't go to Papa Gino's. Get like Domino's. They have better pizza.
All right. If you're gonna go Papa Gino's, just don't order pizza. Order anything else.
What's the one near Cardi's? Is that one good?
Papa Gino's?
Yeah.
The West Warwick one?
Yeah, is that one?
Yeah, that one's decent.
That's the one I.
Yeah, it's run by Tim. Tim's cool. So
Wait, Tim runs that one?
West
thought-
Warwick? No, he's Smithfield.
I thought Lenny was still running that one.
Lenny, I think, moved.
Yeah, to South Carolina.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's the GM now?
Oh, who cares?
Anyway, that's the one I go to, and I've never had.
Most of these people don't even know
If
what the
you-
fuck Papa Gino's is. So
If
who
you
cares?
go there, find Amy Carney. Let her know you're friends with
Amy, I
still
know
work
this
there?
guy.
You're a cunt.
She still work there.
Hey, just like
God
walk
bless
into
her
the
soul.
kitchen. Amy,
She'd be like, what?
sir, you gotta.
I love you, Amy. You're an
You
awesome
gotta
person.
leave. Where the?
But I
fuck
have-
is Amy?
I have a really serious question for you guys.
Is it serious or is it like you're serious?
Like, what if giants
What?
were real?
That's probably gonna be the fucking question.
What is your favorite chip?
Oh wait.
Chip type and brand. Chip type,
Well-
type and flavor.
Type, flavor, and brand. Or-
I can break this down into 3 different categories. Favorite flavor, Cool Ranch. Favorite brand, fucking Pringles. And what was the third one?
Type, flavor, and brand.
Type is like corn, ridged, flat, salsa, bowl,
Kettle cooked.
kettle cooked.
Kettle cooked is only good for like
The
5 minutes.
the Cape Cod kettle cooked chips on a fucking grinder
Right.
are phenomenal.
Cape Cod's the only good kettle
Favorite
cooked.
flavor. Favorite flavor. Sour cream and onion. Oh, no, salt and vinegar. Salt and
Alright,
vinegar.
alright.
Favorite brand. Cape Cod. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Favorite type. Just for sheer, I love the Tostitos bowls because
There
I
you go.
love chips and salsa. And it's
Until
like,
it breaks, and you're like, well, fuck.
and then you just get another one. You know,
And
Like,
he's gonna dip the old chip into the new
Yeah,
chip.
exactly.
At that point, you're just like, all right, handful of
that's
salsa.
like in terms of like chip tech. You know what I'm saying? Like that's next level shit, bro.
Alright. My favorite brand is
I'm gonna get a spit take. I'm gonna get a spit take.
Be all over you.
My favorite brand is Pringles.
Yeah.
My favorite flavor is salt and vinegar.
The best.
Salt and vinegar
But
Pringles.
you can only eat like a handful.
No, salt and
'cause then
vinegar.
your lips
No,
and,
salt and
like,
vinegar
the salt
Pringles.
gets
You can eat
sweet.
the
Salt and
most.
vinegar stuff.
But if you're gonna go Cape Cod chips, they're mesquite barbecue.
Nah, a ridge, bro.
Yeah, original with the light fat ones because they're not as greasy on your fingies.
I like the grease though.
You need the grease.
I avoid it.
You know what's great about Pringles? No grease.
Isn't Pringles not made from what?
I'm
No.
sorry, what were you saying?
But they're actually made of potatoes.
Yeah.
It's the dried potatoes, and then they form them into chips.
Okay, yeah, because I remember reading like they're not the chip you think they are.
It's like no, they're. It's like the potatoes that the mashed potato stuff you buy in the box already dried. It's literally just dried potatoes.
It's just instant mash turned into a chip.
Instant mash.
And the instant mash is just mashed potatoes that have already been made, and then dehydrated,
yeah.
and then broken up. It's like it's in a box.
See,
Figure
fuck,
it out.
Fuck people that say instant mash isn't good. You can make instant mashed potatoes delicious.
It's not great.
That's actually my go-to gift if I'm gonna be going to get wasted at someone's house. I learned this from Tom Papa. If you bring someone a box of instant mash and a canned gravy, and they're like, "What the fuck?" But then you've been drinking all night. It comes 2 a.m. People gotta leave. Oh shit! Boil some water. Let's get this fucking mash
There's that
going.
one motherfucker who's hungry, and you're like, all right, look, we got to feed all the drunk fucks.
Mash and gravy puts food in your gut. Alcohol goes in. You know, you
So that's the
sober
thing.
up.
I made mashed potatoes today, and probably by the time they what's it called?
Ready?
Skin,
Dude, are you
Peeled.
peel, like 10 potatoes.
Why do you peel potatoes?
Because I don't want it with the fucking
Just
skin.
cut them the fuck up and be an adult. Cut them up, throw them in,
You
eat
don't,
it.
skin
you don't
them,
want too
You
much.
cut
skin.
them, you boil them, you mash them.
No.
You don't need the skin. I don't like the
You
skin.
also
of my mashed
put
potatoes.
you also put potatoes into the pot cold, So when it comes up to a boil, it releases more starch. And when you drain it out, they're not as glutinous and shitty. And they are fucking great.
Do
But
that.
I take, after I peel, chop my skins up and I throw them back in. Just a little bit. I want a little bit of skin. I don't want a lot of skin. You know what I mean?
See, Patty doesn't like skin, so I just
Then you get a little bit of
Patty needs to
chives,
grow up.
a little bit of chives, a little bit of sour cream.
I didn't do the
Only time I enjoy sour cream is on mashed potatoes. And the only way I enjoy potatoes if they're mashed with sour cream, cold with bacon.
No, mashed
Support
potatoes.
that.
You get the potatoes, salt, pepper, garlic powder. You get the sour cream. Get some cream cheese. Throw it in there.
Ah, you lost me.
I have mashed potatoes up there.
No,
I'm
you
gonna take
replace
a
you
bite.
I
replace
don't
the
like cream cheese.
you replace the butter with sour cream. You don't use whole
No,
milk.
use
You
butter
use
too.
no. You replace the butter with sour cream. You don't use whole milk. You use heavy cream.
You get a bottle of olive oil, you boil it, you throw the potatoes in.
You add orange juice and then dump your balls in it.
Boom!
And magic. Use real garlic and boil onions in with the potatoes and then mash them.
When you're on a time limit, you can't get the garlic.
The only time limit is in your mind.
The only
Chad.
time was when you had to go pick up your daughter at daycare and trying to get dinner
You
ready
don't
before you
need to.
The only time limit is you looking at your kid and like, shut the fuck up, Dad's making good food, not the bullshit you
She
eat.
knows where she'll figure it
And you
out.
can't really taste the cream cheese does not make it taste like
Cream cheese is
And
disgusting.
then you put some Romano cheese in mashed potatoes.
Too
No.
much cheese.
You
no,
always say that because
if
your
you-
belly can't handle it.
If you want cheese in it, you get the shredded cheddar that doesn't have any of the powder on it. You slap that on top of them and then serve that
You
shit.
gotta fucking
No, you
wheel.
gotta get
Fucking hey!
No, you
Yeah,
gotta get the
wheel the
Romano
gooey
cheese.
on it.
You gotta get the Romano
Spicy
cheese
Gouda?
in it.
Oh,
It's like one of the
No.
only cheeses I love.
you don't put Romano cheese on.
Try it.
No,
Try it.
Chad,
I use
shut the hell up.
I use
Try it.
Lindbergh because it's stinky.
Oh, dude, instead of using all sour cream,
I'm so sorry. That was a bad joke, guys.
instead of using sour cream, take blue cheese, mix it in with some buttermilk,
No.
and then put it into your fucking potatoes. That would be
No.
bomb.
Blue cheese does not belong in mashed
Shut your
potatoes.
whore mouth. Blue
I
cheese is great.
Only
on
like
it.
blue cheese with hot wings.
Me too.
I
High
can't.
five.
I can't stand it. Like Cobb salad comes with blue cheese,
Ew.
and it's like, come on, man.
Don't eat Cobb salad.
But Cobb salad's great up until the blue cheese.
No.
Yeah.
What's
He
good?
loves his Cobb salad.
What's good
I fucking
is
love salad.
salad with raspberry balsamic dressing,
Nah, too much sugar.
cranberries,
Too much
and walnuts.
No,
And feta
cranberries,
cheese.
cranberries and
Waldorf?
feta.
No, it's off of the Waldorf, but it's in the same vein.
Cranberries and feta. Maybe some sunflower
No.
seeds in there.
Fuck sunflower
Never
seeds.
had sunflower seeds in a salad?
It is really fucking good if you use like a light vinaigrette mixed in with it, because the sunflower seeds adds that little like protein zing to it.
That's why I
but
like
not enough.
walnuts, though.
Walnuts are they get you know the chalkiness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sunflower seeds, they're like this big. You just crunch them in with the salad. It tastes super good.
This organic fucking
You know-
conversation's nice.
You know what else
You
is
and your
crazy?
shitty fucking segue.
You know what's
I
crazy?
saw it coming when you picked up the
Welcome to
pen.
Just Rabbit Salad Cast. I'm Chad. That's Zesty Chris.
And I'm Creamy Chris.
Oh, creamy and zesty. Anyway, no, for like a good 2 years when I was younger, I only ate vegetables. Not because I was trying to be a vegetarian, because I just like vegetables more.
Yeah.
We would go to restaurants, I would order salad. I would only eat the spaghetti, but I wouldn't eat the meat sauce. Like, because I was just into vegetables super
Chad
hard.
was probably the kid who didn't eat steak because you thought steak was too hard to chew.
No, Chad was the
Fucking
kid who would
devour
only
steak. I'm
eat
fat, dude.
Chad would only eat popcorn and he'd dip it in the Frito cheese, you
Ew.
know. And he would
God
eat it
have
like
mercy
that.
on me.
No.
I'm so sorry. He said something so much
No,
worse.
my dad was a very good cook, so obviously.
Dude, he boils
So-
everything so good.
The Irish in him.
No,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
actually-
potatoes and get
No,
You got potatoes, meat, and cabbage. There you go. All you need.
Now drink your whiskey. I don't want to. I don't want to
No,
drink
we'd always
whiskey,
make
Dad.
the meat, the vegetable, and then like the pasta,
No
mashed
lip on
potatoes,
that
rice, or something. Except for
They had too many carbs in that
I
meal.
fucking hate rice. I'm gonna say it.
Dude, jasmine rice. If you're gonna eat rice, jasmine.
Basmati too.
Yes.
But
What
if
about
I-
rice pilaf?
if
No.
I
It has to be made right. It has to be
It's
made
just-
right. Too many
okay,
people fuck it up.
you're at a restaurant and they're like, pick your starch. Why would you ever pick rice?
'Cause I love rice.
No, unless you're at fucking India and you're getting curry, that's the only time you get to eat
Dude.
rice.
I had a buddy of mine who had a similar. He had full blown Crohn's. I don't have full blown Crohn's. He went to India, and I was calling him.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for him.
He went for some he was doing like spiritual healing, like he's one of those fucking loons. Now he teaches English to Chinese kids in China.
Well, there you go.
His
Your
life.
neighbor?
No, this is Justin Carville.
Oh.
He was
Roller coaster, huh?
He was the kid whose hair was like down here, and he would wear all hippie clothes. We played softball with him a couple. Oh no, you weren't there for that.
I'm sorry I cut you off.
Anyway, yeah. So he goes to India,
To
and
you.
like 3 days.
Not even paying attention to me, fuckface. Thanks.
3 days in, I call
Yeah.
him up, and I'm like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "I'm starving." And I was like, "Well, go eat." And he was like, "I tell them I don't want any spices in my food." And they go, "Okay." And they put spices in my food. I've been shitting blood.
No, that's called Indian food.
And I was
Literally, they just put spices in it,
I was
not
like-
spicy.
I was like, "What about the bread and the water?" And he's like, "You can't drink water, and they spice the bread."
They don't spice the bread.
But-
Man, he's such a little bitch.
Dude,
Yeah, don't they have like
Crumbs is
McDonald's there and stuff?
Where?
But it's Indian McDonald's, so it's McDonald's with an Indian flair, which is just fucking throw cayenne and everything.
Wait,
And all
I
lentils.
know like some McDonald's have like weird menu items for like
most
their country.
every
But isn't it all the same minus
every-
their little items?
every McDonald's has a Big Mac. Then everything else is local.
A Big Mac and a hamburger are the only two big things. They also might have chicken nuggets, but it depends.
They want anyone to go anywhere and be able to order a
Can
hamburger.
I give a hot take on McDonald's? The only good thing they have there is their
Nuggets.
like, dollar cheeseburger, their chicken nuggets, and their French fries. The rest is garbage.
Barbecue or sweet and sour?
Sweet and sour.
Fuck you.
Honey mustard.
Yes.
Solid. If I'm looking for that, if you're looking for that child
Yeah.
nostalgia though,
I'm one of
child
the guys.
nostalgia.
I'm one of the guys.
Put it through, guys.
Which fast food do you like the best?
Wendy's. Or Popeyes. Oh, Popeyes.
No, I'm not counting Popeyes.
All right, then Wendy's it is.
Wendy's, McDonald's,
Burger. All right,
Burger King.
all right. Fast food burger joints.
Well, are we talking just a hamburger, or are we talking like our own?
Businesses that are known for burger joints. A burger.
No, but only like
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's
Checkers. I've only been there once, but
It was
fucking amazing.
In and Out.
In and Out's great.
Oh,
You know what sucks? Shake Shack.
You're
Yeah, no, it's trash.
starting
I
a
went
war.
there in Providence and fuck Shake Shack.
no,
Yours-
that's because you went to the one in
Yeah,
Providence.
yeah. You got to go to the one where it's from.
You got to go to the one
Philly?
in the
First
south.
of all, the shake sucked. You go to the Newport Creamery.
Dude, go to fucking Johnny Rockets if you want a shake. What's wrong with you?
No. You go to Newport Creamery.
Newport Creamery.
Newport Creamery is like the Rhode Island secret. Like,
I don't
don't
think-
let anyone know.
Their strawberry waffles are not
You
great.
gotta get.
Their chocolate ones
Strawberry
are good.
banana.
You gotta get strawberry banana.
Honestly, go to Sonic, get their
Sonic's
banana
too
split shake.
expensive.
Yeah, but their banana split shake has chunks of bananas in it. Motherfucker, make me happy.
Sonic is great though.
Yeah.
We went to I've been to Sonic twice. Once when we were on tour, and we pulled up and we looked at the menu and just went, "God damn it!" and just reversed
Too
it.
expensive.
Just drove away. Damn it, $2 for a cheeseburger. And then I went when I visited my little brother not at boot camp, when he was living down there. So when he was still in the service.
I get Peter.
And it was like, for 4 people, it was like $40. And it's like, yo, this is supposed to be fast food. It's supposed to be like $20 for 4
Yeah.
people.
They say, sir, it's fast but not cheap.
Yeah. And it wasn't that good.
Wait, where? Sonic?
South Carolina.
Yeah.
It just,
You gotta be careful wherever you go in the South. They don't know how to actually
was-
make decent food.
the weird thing is though, that Sonic was like that town's hub. Because like all the auto head people would drive there, all the gearheads, and they would park their cars.
And that's the reason is because they have to pump it out so fast.
Yeah.
With Sonic, like, because they actually make their food for the most part,
South Carolina was bizarre. Everyone had
as
dogs.
soon as you pass Virginia, it's instantly weird.
Virginia's a little weird. They have those weird drainage
That's the start of
ditches.
it.
They have those weird drainage ditches instead of like a sewer system. And we were backing the van into some guy's driveway, and then he just starts screaming, "No! No!" So we fucking slam on the brakes, and he's like, "Look!" And we look out, and we
It's
didn't
like,
know.
you almost ended up in
And
the
it
ditch,
was like, you
motherfucker.
just almost backed your fucking van into a ditch.
I gotta find a Sonic for dinner tonight.
There's one up north.
There's one in Smithfield, yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's another. There's another one. They just opened it over near CCR in Warwick.
That's not far away.
Yeah.
We're going to Sonic.
You didn't know there was a Sonic over there?
No, I don't eat fast food ever.
I just want to let me go if we had a shake or smoothie or something.
That's so lame.
No, Wendy's has one downfall.
Quality.
Their employees always suck. I'm sorry if you're listening to this. You work at
False.
Wendy's.
The one in Seekonk and the one in Warwick don't have. Cranston don't have bad employees.
I'll go ahead and say the one in Warwick has terrible employees.
Oh yeah, that one they do.
They've always been mean to
But
me.
Cranston and Seekonk are both pretty good.
There was one really nice old black lady at the one in North Kingstown when I was like, "Can I have a number 1?" And she was like, "A sandwich or a meal?" And I went, "I think I want that meal." And she went, honey," and went back, and I was like, "I love this! She's making me feel welcome!"
Such a nice
I've
lady.
had the most bad experiences at Wendy's where just You order
Just-
one thing,
and
but you
which one?
still get it wrong.
Like the patty will be like this, you know, like the buns will be like.
Not even
That's
that.
always McDonald's for me.
No, it's not even
That's
that.
Wendy's
That's
for
because
me.
people make it. They go, "Fuck you, people."
Yeah.
That's McDonald's.
Not even that. They just get the food wrong, and it's fucking 2 spicy chicken sandwiches. How do you get that wrong?
Remember when they had the dollar chicken wraps?
Yeah.
That was like, hey guys, let's skip school, get high, and go eat Wendy's.
But-
like that was our thing.
Wendy's probably is the best all around. Their burgers are really good. Baconator,
Dude, you.
so good, but you feel like
I
shit
mean,
after.
McDonald's is still in business for a reason.
That's all right. So that's the tier list. McDonald's is the lowest tier
I
due to the
don't
fact
think
that
so.
no, it's because they're cheap and they have nostalgia.
They're not
on
cheap.
it.
McDonald's not cheap anymore.
McDonald's ain't
Yeah, it
cheap.
is. They're They still have a
Put it
hamburger
this
for
way.
$1.
No,
I,
yeah, a
everyone
hamburger.
has
A
everyone.
hamburger.
Everyone has a dollar menu.
No, Wendy's is like $1.50.
No, go to Burger King, dude. Burger King is the most food for your money.
Straight up.
I agree with
And
that.
their fucking specialty burgers are like this big, opposed to McDonald's was like this
I agree with
But
you, but that's why
and
McDonald's is the
they're
low
good.
tier.
Where would you order a fillet of fish from?
Wendy's.
I'd order from McDonald's.
The only reason you say that is
Wendy's
because of
used to have
nostalgia.
like their
No, because I trust McDonald's more. I know I'm getting a processed piece of fish. Wendy's, they claim that they use fresh food, but how fresh is that food?
Probably fresher than McDonald's.
I don't know, man.
They're about the same now. They both don't freeze their patties.
You watch
all the fish is frozen.
You watch
obviously.
Kitchen Nightmares, and there's some
Look, you watch Kitchen Nightmares and someone shit in the soup.
and there's chefs that are like, when was this made? And he's like, 2 weeks ago. And you're like, you've kept it frozen for 2 weeks and then served it to people?
He's like-
That's fucked up.
He's
you
like,
know?
no, we only defrosted it 2 weeks ago. It's been in there for like 2 years.
Yeah, like, fucking. So, like, anytime, like, Wendy's is like, we serve our food fresh. And I was like, frozen fresh? You mean frozen fresh? Shut the fuck
All
up.
the
I don't trust
burgers.
you.
No, all the burgers are fresh. The
That's the
chicken and
thing-
fish are
Fresh
obviously
a week ago. You know,
That's what I can
that's
say.
what
No,
I'm saying.
No, all the burgers that
They
are bad.
slaughter the cow
Sorry,
right
one
then
second.
and there.
All the burgers that aren't fresh anymore go into the chili.
Yeah.
That's gross.
No, it's the
No.
day after. They make their
Exactly.
chili in the morning.
It's good for 4 days.
But those burgers are already a week old.
Really? I thought you meant chicken was good for 2 weeks in the fridge.
Oh my god, fuck that, dude. I
I
told you about it.
hit a nerve.
But
That
like,
was
that's
fun.
what I'm saying with
So I was
the
thinking about
Kitchen
that.
Nightmares
Yeah.
argument.
I was literally thinking about that yesterday, and I got so mad driving.
Because I feel like even if the manager is bad, McDonald's food is so manufactured that it'll
Yeah.
still be safe. Whereas if the manager is bad out of Wendy's, you're going to be shitting your brains out that
But
night.
that's where Burger King is the middle of the road.
I'll give Burger King in the middle.
McDonald's is
Burger
bottom
King.
just due to the fact that it's super manufactured. At least
And-
with Wendy's, it's like if you get the right place, the food is grand.
And the thing is, McDonald's is only open because of the nuggets.
No.
No, it's because of the Big Mac and the
And-
hamburger.
There's some people
Big
that
Mac
fucking
sucks, dude.
swear about
No, but
I think
the other thing.
hot take, Big Mac's better than the Whopper.
Taste wise, yes. Size wise, no.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit. I'm a small person. Portion size doesn't matter. Every portion's too big for me. So I go for taste.
Last time I had a Big Mac, it was really bad. I have to get one again to judge it.
Just to give you guys a quick update.
Again.
Holy fuck! I've had this and I'm already
You're
kind.
wasted?
I'm already kind of
I told-
buzzed because my
Dude.
eye. No, I didn't eat anything today. I had.
Neither have I.
I had literally the broth with ramen.
So
I had
we,
meatloaf.
and this isn't gonna be
By
me.
heartburn.
I'm not trying to be mean, but we probably have 50 to 70 pounds difference in weight. Like I'm a really small.
What are you?
130.
Dude, nope. We got like 140 pounds.
See, I tried to low
Dude,
ball
you'd
it
be
to
surprised.
not.
Like, I hate to say it, underneath all of this,
It's 'cause you're a big dude.
there's actually muscle. It's just that I don't take care of myself, so
It's
I've
like
got like
Chad, supposedly.
I'm
Dude,
going back to the
look at
gym
that,
so I can
man.
get rid of the titties. That's my goal.
But,
I want to go to the beach and not
Dude,
feel.
from now on,
awkward.
after we film, we're going to the gym once the gym's open.
No,
Where's it
no
gonna be
fucking
pasted?
way.
I'd go.
I have never lifted a weight, and I never plan to.
No, but
I can carry my own
back to
body
Mc-
weight.
back
That's
to
all I
McDonald's. The only reason
do.
McDonald's.
No. I had a point about the alcohol.
Yeah. Let him
You've
finish
had
that
one, and you're wasted. I am drinking my third, and I weigh 100 pounds less than you, and we're at the same level of drunk. Isn't alcohol crazy?
You
You
all-
like 6 beer.
You're just an alcoholic. You were
Here-
drunk when I showed
Here's the
up.
problem. I stopped.
That's the thing.
I stopped consistently drinking alcohol, so my tolerance went from, hey, I can down an entire bottle of Captain Morgan in one go and not have a problem, to, I can't drink this without being.
You know what's
idiot.
funny about that? I can down whiskey and kind of be sober.
You know what's even funnier than
I
that?
can drink beer and get drunk.
You know what's even funnier than that? I can't go a day without drinking.
He really can. He jokes about it with his dad to make his dad feel better.
That's a genetic problem.
It's
It's not a genetic problem. His dad doesn't drink. His
My
mom's
dad
a
does
fun
not
drunk.
drink.
His dad drinks 3 beers and he's wasted.
my dad drinks 2 beers and he's wasted.
Wow, that's
But
At least I could drink like
but-
4 of these and be
but-
fucking fine.
My grandparents,
no, if I drink 4 of those,
my grandparents would,
9%.
between the two of them, would drink 4 bottles of vodka a night. So I come from a history of drinkers.
See, I could drink 4 of these. I wouldn't trust myself driving home, but I'd be able to at least keep a
I
conversation.
think I'll be able to drive home.
Yeah, I'm done. So
That's why we play video games.
That's why we play video games for like
No,
an
but back
hour.
to McDonald's. The only reason that's still successful is brand loyalty.
No!
I'm sticking to that.
If
No.
that's the case, and you're talking brand loyalty, you're talking diminishing returns. You're talking The Walking Dead.
McDonald's is losing money.
I think
That's why they panicked and changed their menu twice in a year.
No, any good restaurant changes its menu.
Not like McDonald's did.
no, it's because
changed its
McDonald's got
menu.
too stagnant
Listen, okay, I am not
for
a
a fast food place.
I'm gonna go out on the record and say I am not a fast food aficionado. I can't remember the last time I had fast
I
food.
eat a lot of fast
I
food.
understand. I have
I
driven.
don't, which is
I have
really weird.
driven this fucker to eat fast food, and then 10 minutes later, we're at another fast food place because the first one wasn't good enough.
We need to do just your average taste tests.
I wouldn't. It'd be funny because I'd be such a snob about it, but then you guys would be like, "You're just eating white bread and water."
It's like you're dunking bread in water. What are you talking about? It's like,
Fuck.
it's bread soup.
The flavor. Shut up. You don't know.
I eat the whole wheat because it gives me chunks.
Very rustic. It has an earthy taste.
Ugh, I hate all that rustic.
I,
bullshit.
that's the only reason I watch Bizarre Foods is because I love the way Andrew Zimmern would go, rustic. Every
Yeah, but
time.
I also the reason I can't watch that is because he's just a fucking cunt.
I love it though.
Who is it?
Andrew
Zimmerman.
He's you, but like from New York.
No, he's like him, but from Pittsburgh.
No, Andrew's a New York kid.
No, it's like if you threw him into Pittsburgh and you mesh it with Rhode Island Chad, it would
I don't
definitely
know.
mix
I'm
it.
into
cool
Pittsburgh.
guy.
Pittsburgh's a real, Pittsburgh's pretty
Are you
cool.
guys calling me a douchebag or?
No, I'm saying that Andrew Zimmern wears like nice, like light floral shirts.
What
And
do I wear?
He's
Like-
I'm
definitely
just saying,
gay.
you in an alternate universe. No, he's got a wife who's fucking banging and a couple of
Of
kids.
course he does, because he makes
You
money.
can't say that. We're in a woke culture now.
He has a wife that you would fuck the brains out of.
And he's
You
Is
can't
that
say
better?
that. We're gonna get canceled.
He's this fat fucking guy with no sense of humor and a weird personality, and he got famous for cooking food super well.
And for eating weird
And
foods.
for eating weird food that you go, ew, and then he's like, I kind of like it. And you're, it's
Imagine being the Man versus Food guy and having
Which
to
one?
the show. The
Which
first,
one?
the good
the
one.
real
the
man
good
versus-
one.
I
The good
hate
one.
the new guy.
The new guy's a Casey. He's so fucking annoying.
No, but the old guy had to quit or else he'd get sick and die.
he was dying.
Yeah.
I love when he'd go, I got the meat sweats. And you're like,
What? Dude, yeah, that's a real thing.
Have you ever
and it
had the meat
sucks.
sweats?
no, because I don't
Have
gorge
you?
myself on food.
You don't have to gorge yourself. That's what's worse. So we're gonna do this one of these days. I'm gonna buy you the top of the line tomahawk steak that I can find.
I've done this before.
I'm gonna cook it for your ass on a wood fire grill over hickory and Jack Daniel's chips, and I will serve it to you however the
Did you-
fuck you want.
Did you see that Black & Decker wood fire grill that they're
Shut the
doing now?
fuck up! I'm poor and can't afford it.
But they're doing it with like wood pellets. You buy these little pellets.
I don't like
I
that.
don't like that either, man. I'd rather use chips or just not. You know, I don't.
No.
They look like little manufactured, and it's like
You know
what
what-
chemicals are in there.
Do you know
man.
what
I
I like?
go to Home Depot. Shut the fuck up. for a second.
Propane.
I-
Fuck you, Hank Hill.
Taste the meat, not the heat.
See,
I
you
love the
get
smell of charcoal.
you go and buy
Charcoal.
hickory wood from like Home Depot or
Yeah.
Walmart. Holy fuck, that makes a difference between how the cook is.
Yeah.
You and I need to cook 2 different steaks. You can cook on whatever shit you fucking cook on. And I'll cook on.
Propane. Use an electric. George Foreman.
I have
Oh my god. Wait, what?
No, I actually do have a George Foreman.
You're the worst.
Hey,
never used it.
no,
Yeah.
I used my George Foreman.
It cooks chicken pretty well.
I used my George Foreman. I did what they said. You get an 1.5 inch round, right? And then, fucking good.
It's very juicy.
It was really good. I was expecting like a puck when I was done, and I just got it in the.
It's the experience that you're missing.
I will agree with. There's nothing better than that feeling is so good.
Or it's like, why the fuck isn't all the wood lighted? Oh, it's because I'm stupid and didn't stack it right.
Dude, I bought these patties from Dave's, and they were fucking square. And the way my grill, I guess the grill is just so far that when I went to go flip one of the patties, it just went straight through. And then it was like the Metal Gear like caution music kicked on, and I ran upstairs and I got tongs and a fork, and I was like dismantling the grill and trying to get it out from underneath the burner without lighting myself on fire.
See, I've done that once, and I'm just like, you're gone forever.
No, I tried to fix it.
That's got to be our summer end out episode is just your average cook show.
Just your average.
It's going to be just your average pool cast.
Yeah, my brother finally took all his shit out of my parents' pool shed, and then me and my dad were like, let's make this a hangout spot. So it's got like a couch.
We'll talk about this later.
It's got fucking tables. It's fucking.
Does that bitches?
My mom.
You can get some standouts.
Oh,
I can bring my
you just
girlfriend.
reminded something.
He just came in his pants.
No,
Holy
no,
shit!
you just reminded me of something.
Jesus!
You just reminded me of something that I've been trying to talk about on this podcast forever. Since we've been talking about giants and
Do
supernatural
we have
shit.
to cut this out?
No, what is
Okay.
the craziest supernatural thing that you cannot explain, but
Alright.
you know it happened
So
to you?
no, I'm gonna go on this because I hate on you guys so much. I have to say this first because it is a weird event.
I had one too. I don't usually believe in this
Yeah.
shit, but this was one where I was like, fuck, what did I just see?
So I lived in Providence for a time, and when we were leaving, we were like trying to clear out a shed that we had in the back. Now nobody could get into the shed. It was locked. There was nothing getting in, nothing getting out. There was no way to get into it.
I'm still listening.
That's fine. So we were. You gotta fuck off. Be careful.
That was during his story.
Scooter man. So I was trying to get stuff out of the shed so we could take it with us on the move, and for the life of me, like my mother claims that it never happened.
It's empty.
Oh, fuck me. I can't drink it. I can't. I also cannot have a beer. I would take that, but I can't. As I'm pulling stuff out of the shed, it's pitch black behind it, so and it's filled to the brim, so there's no way anybody's in it. A hand reaches out, grabs my wrist, so give me your hand for a second. Like you reach out and you grabbed my wrist and tried to pull me into the shed.
Lammy.
Dude, it was fucking horrifying. I ripped my hand out of the hand that came out of the shed, tried to run back in to find my mom. I was like, fuck, someone tried to grab me, and my mother, for whatever reason, didn't believe me. I'm not gonna say
It's
that.
surprising your mom wouldn't believe you, seeing how your mom seems to be one that's into that shit.
She is into that shit.
Maybe she wasn't trying to scare you.
But it's like, again, something,
I like
Again,
to think
I don't
your
believe
mother
it.
was trying not to scare you.
some spirit tried to drag my sorry ass into that fucking shed because I know that fucking house was haunted. Some asshole spirit tried to drag my ass into that shed, and I wasn't fucking having it.
It was a wizard from another dimension trying to take you in to save their dimension.
Dude, I fucking wish that happened. My life would have been better.
It's like that movie Black Knight.
Something like that.
Dude, why did it have to be black? Why not green?
It was Martin Lawrence
Because
movie.
it's Martin Lawrence. Get it? Martin Lawrence is black. Black Knight.
Alright, do you want to go next?
Yeah,
But that is fucked up.
that is weird.
Still no explanation.
Mine was, I was like 17 or 18, and we had been drinking all night, and then I got to my house, and
Alright, but my story. Just kidding.
my parents didn't give me a house key, so I never had a house key growing up. I used to have to break into my house when I would come home at night. They also never gave me a cell phone.
I think that was just a hint.
They gave
Asshole.
no, it's kind of the truth. They gave my older brother and my little brother both phones and house keys, and I never got either. And I just, when I asked them, they're like, "You just never seemed like you wanted it." And it's like, what?
I can understand that.
I would like to get into my house at night.
I'd like to be
Anyway,
able to enter and leave my home in a normal fashion,
right?
not like a burglar.
So
Thanks, guys.
I go to do my normal, go to check the basement door to see if I can get into the basement. And when I'm walking around my house, I'm like, I gotta take a piss. So I'm taking a piss, and then I hear a noise in my neighbor's yard. So I look over, and they had a swing set over these bushes, and the tarp cover of the swing set, you know what I mean? Like the castle with the swing.
Yeah.
The tarp cover had been ripped off for years, and there was someone staring, like a figure staring at me while I was taking a piss, and I was like, what the fuck is that? So I finish, and then I turn to look at it, and I'm looking back and forth at this humanoid figure for like 5 minutes. And it's snowing. It's like snow out. So we're just staring at each other, and then it jumps, and I hear, and the fence of my neighbor's thing fly open. So now I'm like, what is this? So I run, and I run around the bushes, and I run, and there's nothing there. And I'm like looking around, like, what the fuck? And the gate shuts, so I look at the gate, nothing there. And I walk up to the gate, and there's footprints that are like this big, like footprints that are this big, just off into those
So I like
swamps.
to think that's their toes making the quick little foot
But
movements.
they went into the swamp across the street. And it was like I was taking a piss, and then I heard noise, and I looked, and there was something like looking at me.
Maybe it was a rare reptilian.
I figured it was a skinwalker or
It's
something.
probably a spirit.
Oh, Skinwalker would be fucked.
Yeah, that's what I thought was happening. Like, as soon as it happened and, like, the adrenaline wore down, I was like... Because I thought my friend's house was, like... I thought this was, like, someone trying to break in or something, you know? Like... And then I was like, oh my god, Skinwalker. I saw a giant thing, and then it left tiny footprints and disappeared into the fucking woods.
What's a skinwalker?
They can morph.
It's like this...
Shapeshift.
It's this Native American thing about... there's this cool creepypasta you can
Skinwalker Ranch. You should look it up.
Yeah, look up Skinwalker Ranch. It's a fucking creepy story.
We should talk about that one day.
We should talk about skinwalkers. Because I experienced one.
Yeah, files.
Yeah.
After we get a little bit bigger. 200 subs.
What's your spooky?
I have...
Just one, you son of a
No,
bitch.
I'm picking 3.
I picked the best one. I could have told you all my lad school stories.
All right.
Welcome to Just Your Average Podcast.
All right, I'm picking 2.
No, one!
One.
There's a reason. One of them is very emotional and
Okay,
sad.
choose one though.
Choose one though.
We gave one each.
We
Be
each
normal.
gave
You
one.
can do another one. All right.
No,
I don't have another one.
After you're done, we're moving on. So pick one.
I'm doing 2 because one of them's very sad and one of
This
them's
is where I
very
get up
fun.
and turn his camera
This
off.
is where we use
So-
our one punch on Chad.
So one
Chris and I at
day,
the same time. Each kidney.
one day
Boom,
I was
boom.
very sick. I had like the flu or something. I had a high fever, so I was upstairs in my bed. And all of a sudden, I wake up and I see a figure walk towards my bed. And I go, Patty, what's up? And she doesn't say anything. Just the head it's like
Why
a
are you telling me
shadow.
about this?
And just looks down at me. And then I go, what are you doing? And just looks up and walks away and goes through the door. And I'm like,
Is that here?
Yeah.
You need to move.
And then
Nah.
then I fall back asleep. And then like,
What do you think his dog
fortified.
is so crazy?
no, but then a
Fortified.
couple hours later, I wake up and Patty's home, and I'm like,
Why were you in my
what
room?
are you?
Because they share. They have different rooms.
Well, you know.
No, because I'm
You
like,
know.
no, I'm
After
like,
the baby.
why didn't you stay anything? Why didn't you like hang out or something? She's like, what are you talking about? I just got home.
Mm.
And the other one was after my dad died. I woke up in the middle of the night with my arm being pulled off my bed.
Oh, I got one.
So that was very emotional.
I can give you one that's not.
After my grandma died, so like my grandma had a very long and very hard battle with lung cancer because she started smoking at 9. You know, 'cause
Jesus
it was
Christ.
cool. It was
How it
cool.
was back then.
Yeah. But the day she died, we were moving my aunt out of her house, and so me and my older brother and my dad were driving a U-Haul, and it was like right after she died, and like everyone had that like LaValle came over and delivered a pizza, and we're like, hey, you want to see my dead grandma? Because she was like at the house, and like we were all drinking beers and like just
The dead body?
the dead body was in the bedroom. The entire family came because it was like it's time.
Oh, it was one of those kind of wakes where you have it at the house and everything.
No, she was alive up until then.
Oh, so it's like before she died?
I was
It
just
was-
being a piece of shit being like, here's my dead grandma.
No, it was a joke. I didn't actually show LaValle my dead grandma. But, so, it was very obvious that this was my
I know what he's talking about.
It was
it's fine.
very obvious that this was my grandmother's last day on Earth, so the entire family got together.
Yeah.
And we all hung out, and then when she passed, we all had beers, and then we bought a pizza. I was underage at the time, and they let me drink. It was fucking rad. But I had already been drinking for years. So, you know.
So when you down that bottle of whiskey, they were like, what the fuck's wrong?
Yeah, how'd you do that? And I was like, I'm Morocco. Anyway, so...
That's fine.
Genetics!
So we ordered a pizza, and the dude who happened to deliver it was LaValle, and he was like, "What's going on?" And we're all like crying and laughing. And we're like, "Grandma's dead!" And he's just like, "Whoa!"
He's like, I'm sorry?
But he like hung out for a little bit and like hugged everyone. It was cool. LaValle's a cool dude. Anyway, so my dad's like, "Well, we gotta finish moving," and it's like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "I mean, we gotta. Life doesn't stop." So as we were driving, I was just kind of in the middle, like looking up at the sky, and I saw a shooting star. And I was like, you know what? That's my grandma. It felt like doing the corny shit, but in my brain, I was like, that's definitely my grandmother.
That's
you know?
That's like if I can go back to my thing before I had to quickly do it because you guys are mean.
Because you're only supposed to do one.
Only 2 now.
We've done 2. But
I
seriously,
haven't done 2, cunt.
it was, well, you're not there yet. I didn't get to finish mine. So I was literally sleeping and all of a sudden my hand was off the bed. And like, this never happens. I've never really had a dream where, and all of a sudden you just feel somebody go like this and just go like that. And I'm like, because my dad, he's a ball buster. Like,
He would do that shit to you? Yeah.
so,
Weird.
I don't know. That
Are
was
we all
weird.
gonna start
And I
crying?
haven't had anything.
Probably not.
Because
I haven't cried in a long time.
tearing up about my grandma.
I haven't cried in a while.
I cry all the time.
Well, that's because
That's
you get
hot.
wasted.
I am starting to realize I am severely emotionally
Just-
unstable. Because I will watch like movies and just start like fucking bawling, and I'm like, I like this though. Why am I crying?
I like that with Dragon Ball Z.
I was like,
wow.
I'm talking like hardcore, like fucking, like French cinema from the 30s, and you're like, I love Dragon Ball Z.
My second? Dumbass. Can't even fucking follow
I'm
up.
crying.
No, so like, I haven't had anything like in vein of that. But it's like the first time I actually had sleep paralysis. Dude, that's a terrifying.
It's the worst.
So like, I'd gone to sleep because I'd been just sick as shit. I was like 12 or 13, and I was like, you know what? Just gonna take a nap. I'm gonna fall asleep. No problems. Fell asleep on my back. Woke up. Couldn't.
So, I'm still fucking on DVC.
I'm on my back.
Hey, look, it's better than you on your back, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Chad showed me that.
Like when Chad lays on his back, you can't see his face.
That's why.
Anyway, sleep paralysis.
So yeah, like fell asleep on my back. Woke. Like I'm not a person who sleeps on his back, but I just felt like shit. Woke up. Couldn't speak. Couldn't move any of my joints. Tried to move my fingertip. Couldn't fucking move a single thing.
I hate this.
Was able to move my eyes and like looked into the corner. Just saw like a pitch black corner and just red. And I was like,
Yo!
I'm gonna go back to sleep for this.
Just, yeah.
And literally just fell right back to sleep. Woke up 20 minutes later. I was like, okay, we're fine.
Dude, they used to happen to me. Like, I used to have like these weird fucked up dreams back in the day when I was like really little.
Yeah.
And it
It
was
happens
after I
more
saw
often when you're a
Poltergeist 2. Remember Poltergeist? It was Poltergeist when they had like
God.
the big like.
The tree?
No, when they had like the big like vortex and
Isn't
everything.
that the first one?
I think that's the second one.
I haven't seen Poltergeist.
Does it
It's
drain the
forever.
pool or no?
Huh?
Drain the pool or no?
Go into the TV or not?
No, there's a weird vortex that like everything just
Probably the
starts
second.
getting sucked in.
Are
Weird
you
stuff.
sure that's not the first one?
In
The
a-
closet door flies open and starts sucking everything in? Is that what you're thinking of?
It might be. It's hard
Poltergeist
because
2 has something like one.
they use so many similar elements. It's really fun.
It's probably because they're like, hey, this worked,
But
let's
anyway.
write it again.
When I was a kid, I used to just lay there
Just if you're
and look at my door frame, and I would just see like I would think I would see like monsters, and I could just start running through the doorway, and like just like constant flow of like energy and like weird stuff going through, and I just lay there like, what the fuck?
That's because as a kid they don't give you enough of an outlet to like put your whatever creative energy you have into it, and it doesn't stop your brain.
10. I shouldn't be watching Poltergeist.
Nah,
Yeah.
because I watched Starship Troopers at 10. And that fucked me up.
See, I watched Exorcist, Poltergeist, and all that stuff, and I definitely think that's why.
Dude,
Like,
I watched. This is kind of funny. This is a cute Chris story from his childhood. The first time I watched Saving Private Ryan, like we watched it as
Oh, wow.
we watched it as a family, and the D-Day scene made me scream and run out of the room. I couldn't handle.
You mean literally the first 20 minutes of the fucking film?
I couldn't handle watching that many people die that fast. It was like, nope, no, done, and I ran away.
One of the best parts of
And
that
they
movie,
all made fun of me for it.
you can catch it. The medic is trying to help his buddy who's on the ground. He gets shot through the canteen and into his leg. You can see the bullet pop through. It starts pouring water, and then it starts
And then
pouring.
it starts pouring red. Dude, that movie
and
was
it's like,
made so
they
fucking
did
well.
really well. Tom Hanks
I've
is a
never
gift.
seen Saving Private Ryan.
Dude, go
You're
watch
not a
it.
man! You are not a man!
You're not a human. I don't give a fuck about being a man.
I
You're
was
just not
never
human.
into war movies.
Hey, you don't have to be into war movies. You literally have to be into.
No, I know it's actually a decent.
It's a drama.
It's a good Tom Hanks movie.
That scene where they're sorting
What
through
is
the
it?
dog tags and laughing like, huh, that fucker got killed, as the people whose unit it is are walking by all fucked up.
And he's like, all right, look, you cunt, stop being cunts.
Stop it, you know. 'cause
It's like,
they're-
we're looking for our friend.
They're
like,
looking for Private Ryan, and they're going through the dog tags of dead soldiers. Well,
Private Ryan. Yeah, Matt Damon.
yeah.
Dude, that's one of his early roles, too.
When
That-
they
Yeah, but that does real
Wasn't
well.
that like right after the fucking movie with Ben Affleck and
Thing.
It's not
Robin
your
Williams?
fault. It's not
can't
your
think.
fault.
You can't say it. He doesn't get it.
I know, because he hasn't seen it.
Or like, when you,
The cancer got to
How
me.
you like
And-
them apples?
like right at the end,
romantic.
pulls the trigger 3 times. Looks at the gun after the tank blows up. Was like, did I fucking do that? He's like, no, stupid, you didn't. The planes are here.
Oh, I like the guy with the bar, who the whole time is like, this is fucking bullshit. And then he finally meets Ryan, and he's like, no, you're getting the fuck
It's
out
like,
of here.
we came here to save your stupid ass. We're leaving
No
with
fucking
you.
way you're dying. And he spends like that last battle just stuck to that guy's hip.
Yep.
What about when the Jew gets stabbed? That slow.
Oh my god.
Fucking
and it's because the
horrible.
kid fucking can't
Because
get his
Apple's
balls
too
Yeah,
scared.
he can't get his balls together and be like, just fucking end the bastard.
All he had to do was run up there and shoot him, and he would have saved his buddy. But he was too scared, and then it was the guy they saved from the radio tower. Then he commits a war crime and fucking shoots him at the end of the movie after he's already surrendered.
Yeah, but he deserved it.
So Opham's getting executed by firing squad. Like,
Can I ask you this? You're in war.
what do I do? Scream probably the
Why
whole
the
time.
fuck are there rules in war crimes?
Because you
Because
get
humanity?
things- You get
Yeah, but you're in war. You're just killing people left and right.
right. So we should totally launch chlorine gas at everyone and have them boil from the inside.
You
out.
want to win?
Because we should kill mothers and their children as they're holding them babies in their arms and
Yo,
dying.
have you ever jumped into
You
a
want to
pool?
win?
You ever jump into a pool with a little bit too much chlorine and it kind of hurts your eyes?
Yeah.
Now have that concentrated turned into
No, but
gas.
This is the point I'm making.
It
It's crazy.
Melts
thinking,
your eyes.
Melt your body.
Although that might
burns
be
your
me
flesh
also
away.
thinking like we think we're the good guys.
It rusts metal instantly.
It's because, for whatever reason, we're trying to uphold that little sliver of humanity that we believe exists inside
because
us.
back in the
It's
day,
North Korea.
Napoleonic era was the height of human warfare. 100%.
I would say World War One.
Oh, in terms of brutality?
In terms of
For sure.
because when they were like, oh yeah, hey, we made this magic gas called mustard as well as chlorine gas. Let's see what it does to the human body. Oh fuck!
Look, he's vomiting out his intestines. We got him.
It's like,
Yeah.
wait, where did his legs? Oh, those are just bone.
Dude, what if we made like this thing that was covered in metal, but it could still move, and we just put a giant cannon on it?
What if we took gasoline, mixed it with petroleum jelly, and then put it on people on fire?
Hey, those Wright brothers came up with a cool invention. Let's fly around and shoot pistols at each other.
Let's make pistols super big and drop them, and then they explode on
Dude,
people.
Old
Yeah.
firefights back in the day, we used to do shit like that.
Old biplane fights used to be guys flying planes and then being like, "Fuck you!" and shooting.
Then World War II
Skeleton
came
drill.
around, and it was like, well,
Let's
let's add
but
machine
anyway,
guns to the mix.
Can we talk about the Polish? How they came into World War One on horseback?
They
They fucking solved problems, didn't
well,
they?
it's because you got to go back to the winged hussars when Vienna was under siege. Like 500 winged hussars beat an army of like 100,000 because
What
they
happened
fucking
then?
charged down a mountain and just fucking plowed through and broke the morale.
That's what happens when it's like, hey, let's not fight uphill. We're gonna fight uphill.
And the worst-
Why?
The worst part is everyone's like, Poland, what the fuck are you doing? And they're like, we're moving our guys around the mountain. And
It's like, we have mountains. We know what we're doing.
But it was like everyone else went to the walls of Vienna to like fight the Ottomans, and then the Polish were like, "Nah, we're gonna go this way." And everyone's like, "You fucking assholes!" And then at like the last minute,
Yeah.
they came down and saved
It was
everyone.
like,
They were like, "Oh,
what the fuck?
I see what you're doing."
The two towers.
Yeah, basically, it's
It's
actually
like, we're getting our asses fucked. No, you're not.
Now, do you guys think guns ruin war?
no, because back to my point about the Napoleonic era. Watch the movie Waterloo. It's fucking amazing. Waterloo is a movie that was made in the 70s about the Battle of Waterloo with Napoleon. Fun fact, there's one historical inaccuracy in the entire movie. The British troops are singing a song about Napoleon's life that was written,
After he died.
yep, everything else is from what historians say
Can I-
happened.
Can I
They-
say that was a fun fact?
Because it was made by a Soviet
Asshole.
director, it was funded by the state. Whoever was in charge in the 70s gave this director 15,000 soldiers from the U.S.
That was right after the Cold War, so it still would have been Gorbachev.
Yeah, so he gave them
I know
15,000 soldiers to use as extras in his movie, and he cut it down the middle and he went, you learn British tactics, you learn French tactics, we're going to reenact the battle. And it's the largest military reenactment ever caught on film, and it's fucking amazing. But here's the thing, the way those battles would work is your brick of guys would fire, my brick of guys would fire, we'd count the dead, then we both discuss if we want to keep shooting. If I go, we took losses, we're going to retreat, you would let us retreat.
Can I ask you one question though?
No.
Was it as big as the Avengers Endgame battle?
Oh my god, the Avengers Endgame battle, there were so many gray things punching each other.
What about the Lord of the Rings battle?
Way bigger. But the Pelennor
Wait,
Field,
which-
Pelennor Field, They had
You gotta give me a movie.
Return of the King. The last battle where
Oh,
the
okay.
riders of Rohan ride in and fuck up the orcs, but then the
My boy
elephants.
Carl Urban comes in.
But they didn't have the backing that the they did. They had to. If you look at some of the extras in that scene, it's just women in beards because they ran out of people. They ran out of guys who could ride horses.
I actually heard about this.
So they started like, oh, you know how to ride a horse. You're a chick. Here's a fucking beard. Fucking.
It's like you're a good writer. Go.
God damn. I noticed habit I get when I get drunk is I go on YouTube and I type in making of Lord of the Rings and I just rewatch that thing over and over and over. Fucking love those movies.
I'm sorry,
You
dude.
know what people are going to watch over and over? This episode.
This
Thanks
is,
for watching
I think this was a good one.
Just Your Average Podcast.
Was there anything else that we needed to talk about?
That was a lot, but
Not
we'll save it for
necessarily.
next episode.
It's all that organic conversation.
Give us one last point.
One last point.
Don't choose. Just choose the next one.
Jizz Maxwell.
Oh, Jiz Maxwell?
Oh God, you had to choose. Thanks for watching Just Your Average Podcast. I'm Chris. That's Drunk Chris. That's Chad.
I hope after she fucking
Dude,
names,
she's going to spill her guts.
I hope
She
well,
will.
Epstein.
and then they'll kill her.
No, they're going to... No, they know what happened. They're going to take extra care of this.
No, they're not, because it was the government that killed her. No, it was the
The
government.
truth will be out!
I don't think
That's not gonna
I don't
happen.
think it was the U.S. I think it was either China or Mossad that killed her or killed him.
I feel like because there's such a dark background to most of America that we
But
don't
The
recognize.
problem is the FBI is still Trump is beating the FBI. They're so neutered. The CIA is full of fucking pencil pushers. You know.
But it's the people that are,
Dylan.
for lack of a better term,
These people
above.
need to go-
Dylan.
Dylan, you
These
son of a
people need to
bitch.
get back in the streets, you know?
Anyway,
Thanks
I
for
hope
watching.
this chick names names and then gets her head not shot, not stabbed, but stomped in.
You know what else I hope she says? Don't forget to like and subscribe.
What if she
Don't
came
be
out and
notified.
was like, listen, I'll only name names if you subscribe to Just Your Average channel. Then we are forever associated with her.
Yeah, but... you know...
Well, time to change the name of our
Yeah,
channel.
the thing is,
Well, that was a
we
fun
would
run.
Save how many lives?
2,
Probably not that many.
3,
There's too much money in it.
way too much money.
But don't forget to look at the link. And share
Links
with
in the
your friends.
description. We're no longer
Link